Well, that explains the scratches.
Welcome to the Wileyverse. There we go. Get some lighting over here. It's been a while since we've seen y'all.
Hey.
We are back with our Wednesday night D&D 5th edition Sword Coast game.
Not sponsored by Heineken.
Or Red Bull.
Or Red Bull. Or, I think this is a Ninja Mixer's top. Well, you turn it
it is. It is a Ninja Mixer's top with Sky vodka. Big ass bottle of Sky vodka. Grey Goose. Grey Goose vodka. Sorry.
Ooh, it's
rough.
It's so good.
Now you know how we feel when you pour. Okay, so joining me as always down at the end is Robert playing Grace, the sage from Candlekeep, the sage warrior.
Warrior sage.
Warrior sage warrior. He's just kind of green. It's like an off-color green. Sage. Yeah.
I kind of am an off-color green.
Next to him is Mitch playing Isarok, the guide, aka thief, aka money holder.
Yeah, how's our balance going, by the way?
Oh no, you changed.
So
it's right there.
It's still there. So we need to get you a notepad so you can keep that stuff.
It's more fun to just write it down.
If you want to keep writing it down on new sheets, that's fine.
With a little thief code.
And then last and certainly least is the gnome sorcerer, just the little fella. Dayton playing Dordan Callis. Good note.
Okay.
Just a little fella. When we last left our intrepid adventurers,
Why did we make a new sheet in?
because you leveled.
Yeah, but you didn't write any of this stuff that I had down.
I'm gonna write that shit down.
Okay.
It was just your hit points.
Sorry.
No,
I got a free climb action, fast hand.
Oh, it's all
dex jump.
It's there. It's just not written out. That's second story work. Yeah. It's meant for you to write all that stuff. If you don't want me to make sheets, then I won't.
Please.
Let
the viewers at home say that. See that I did not say that.
And that's what I was saying. We need to get you like a separate notebook so you can write stuff down that you won't lose once you get a new sheet.
I hate writing stuff down.
You're going to be a teacher?
I hate writing stuff down in D&D. Like, I'm the thief. I'm the rogue. This is evidence.
I steal stuff because I didn't want to have to write things down.
You need to know how much gold you got.
I do know how much gold I got.
Oh, what do you want?
I got a personal system here. You're
messing it up. But you can write that personal system on another sheet of paper instead of on your character sheet.
Anyway.
So,
this is quality
our group has been
streaming.
Following a book. And this book is certainly a hot commodity, especially with purveyors of the dead, it seems, as it has been taken from a priest of Merkel and now seems to be in the hands of some necromancer. They have found a home, and in that home they found a secret door, and through that secret door they found a crypt that has been converted to a necromancer's laboratory. And while they were rifling through the desk and workshop of that necromancer, a hand has jumped out and grabbed Grace in the face.
Quite ungraceful.
Yes, this is my favorite part.
What's your favorite part?
Oh, just every time Grace is the first one to get attacked by something.
Yeah, that's your favorite part.
Favorite.
Grace will remember this.
I think it's everyone's favorite part.
Grace never forgets.
This is some cool looking armor. Smack, smack.
They had found some stuff, but we will recap that once the fight with these crawling claws has come to a close.
We talked about it the other day where I was
claws,
like,
you just tell us that
you took the first armor on and punched you twice,
Yeah,
got 2 attacks.
He didn't see anything. He's got a claw on his
armored hands. And I was like, I will save Grace. I'll distract one of the hands. You just do that yourself. Holy cow. That hurts so.
Ow, that really hurts.
14 hit points. Enjoy.
All right. So let's roll some initiatives here.
Ooh, let's do it.
Right. Am I considered surprised?
Um,
I found that surprising.
I can.
Audience, please.
I kind of feel like. Excuse me.
Wink, wink.
The first attack round has already occurred, so.
Oh, I'm like, who beats a 5? Me. Wait, don't I? Oh, I got a 9 actually.
I was like,
you did beat me then. I'm a 7.
Yeah.
You're so fast.
So fast.
Grace.
7.
Isarok.
9.
Dorman.
12.
No.
It was small.
Yes. He's so ready.
14 for Nori. And the hands get 20.
Hands.
I was like, what
Yeah.
do you
Pretty
guys
quick
roll?
Yeah. So,
Shoot an arrow at it.
as I had mentioned,
Throw his face.
before, you got grabbed in the face, and you're like recoiling back because now there's a hand on your face. You were looking at scrolls and paperwork and letters. You're looking at the letters from that SK person, but you dropped all that. You can't see anything else that's going on. You got a hand on your face. Dorbin and Nori both see that there is another hand crawling over the desk to come attack you, and throughout the entire desk and alcoves and all the bookshelves, there is more movement. So there's probably even more of these things hiding in the stacks and in the desks underneath the paperwork. You're on the other side of the crypt.
Yeah.
You're playing with you just picked up and figured out that you have a bag of holding. That was the last thing.
Oh yeah.
That was the last thing you discovered.
Believe me that I did not forget that sexy part.
This ruckus.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I mean, I'm looking over. I'm not that far away. Like, the other side of the crypt is like right over there. Like,
Oh, it's pretty big.
never mind.
Yeah.
It's much bigger than
it's
it said.
much bigger.
What's
It
wrong with
is.
you? Come on.
Good thing you have a bow and arrow, right?
Yeah.
You shoot Grace in the back of the knee.
Should I set it on fire first?
No, it's on
Should
his
shoot
shoot
my
him in the face.
now, yeah.
It's on his face.
Yeah.
Shoot the hand. That's what I
Thinking
said.
like that, there's no way
Also,
you roll a
my
natural
little
one.
my fake roll was a 17. It would have been a perfect shot.
Let's do this. It's going to attack you. It automatically hits because it's on your face.
Right. Now, is it just like scratching my
Yeah, it's just
face?
digging
Or
in.
It's not,
So-
it's not like a little mouth in the palm.
No, it's not a little mouth ball. Like it's a pretty desiccated and rotting hand.
So it's like
it's bone
it's like
and
your
it's
hand.
digging into digging into your face.
Okay.
Face?
So it's like an actual like zombie-licious hand.
Yeah,
on my
zombie
face.
licious
Okay.
hand. So I don't know what your health was at before you transfer that damage over, right? Because you had taken
I had
damage
-5, so I've taken 5.
and you have taken 5 more.
Okay.
As this thing is just digging its way into your skull. The second one is going to jump at you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shield bash this one on my face.
The one on your face. You take your shield. It horribly misses. So it jumps behind you. Like it leaps out and you like, and it just falls onto the ground behind you.
Did it jump a little high?
It jumped a little high. Yeah, it was like,
I love that your response from the GM.
out of your head. Get up! No!
No, go away!
Someone got close to me.
Okay, so
Get help!
Let's not.
2 more appear from bookshelves and things like that and start crawling down.
Oh man. Why make full zombies when you just have these hands?
Right?
These things are way worse.
These things are terrifying.
You need a lot of hands. Where are you
But
gonna
you
go
get
get
two
All the
hands?
zombies have 2.
Right, every zombie has 2.
Or do they just have stumps? So these we just fought what was left over, and that's why that fight was so easy.
No, he
I just
got a
think of the
ring
Addams
off
family.
one, so
Oh, he did.
he got rid. So they had
it was
that.
I searched the pile of hands for rings. Like,
All right,
it was a
Nori.
finger
God, what is
ring.
Nori gonna do?
Tell her to swing her mace at his face.
She's thinking
this
about it.
one's the priority. That
Yeah.
one. No.
Swing the
holy
mace
fire.
at the
Summon the whole.
Face.
swing the mace at the one on the face of Grace.
She is going to call down the sacred flame on the one that missed you.
That was the most nervous thing you've said all game.
She hits the one that missed you.
You should have followed up with a fi hi diddly dee.
can't catch me.
For those at home, we might have had one too many drinks. We're all having a great time. It's been a boisterous session so far.
But I've only had one.
I've only had 2.
I drink tea. And a beer. 2?
I don't know how many beers you had.
No one knows.
No one knows. It's the mystery of the drunken bard. How many beers have you had? Nobody knows.
Riddle me this.
So the one jumps over and misses you, and she calls to the red lady, and a pillar of red fire appears and comes down, streaks down, and strikes it, and it sizzles and burns and just blackens and curls up like a spider.
Oh, that's really cool. For the record, I just want to note that you said red lady that time.
I did. You're wearing off on me now. The Red Knight. The Red Knight. You bastard.
Yes. It is I who converts the cleric.
So, that takes us to Orbit.
Good dope.
Good dope.
Good joke. That's the face.
Well, obviously, if something just jumped in my head, it's Mage Armor 10.
That's not a bad idea.
You didn't put that on with the zombies?
I think you did, actually. I think that was the first thing you did.
No, I didn't because I was standing
Behind
in the
everybody.
doorway, and you and Nori had them
that's right. He started throwing darts.
huddled
He
up.
was
Immediately.
He was literally looking into the room. He was the safest of all of us.
Yeah.
I was farthest away.
Okay.
So your purple haze appears around you.
Purple haze.
Jimi Hendrix starts playing.
That would be cool. That would be a cool wild magic effect.
And just prestidigitation on top of it.
Yeah.
Slots used.
Can you do that as a bonus action because it's a cantrip?
I can do something as a bonus action.
You can do
I
something
could
else.
sure Misty Step the hell away from these.
Armor, vanish. Good luck. This is some adventure, my friends.
Good luck!
Please write me how it went.
I feel like in a couple of weeks we'll have played a while. We'll be sitting around the cantina, regaling other people with our tales of woe and misery and might. And it's been amazing. And Darwin will be like, I threw some darts. I'm like, what are you doing here? Are you still fucking here? You disengaging piece of shit.
All right, so
No, really, you're our sorcerer.
that's a pretty good move. So
Also, how far away is he compared to us? I know he went the other direction.
I'm on the other side
How
of
big
the
is this room?
It's 40, 50 feet wide to the ends. So he's
Meet
about
me in
he's
the
about
dark.
35, 40 feet away.
Plus, I sneak gnome.
You sneak no.
I sneak gnome. You should come over. Hang out. There's a bed over here.
I mean, you have a lot of
Found a shield under the bed.
crypt left to explore, and you don't have too many second level slots. So I don't know if you want to start burning them up now. There might be something even scarier than little hands walking around.
like me, if you run away from this
And
fight.
you can also just move. There's nothing engaging you. So
But it's so cool.
it is very cool.
Disengaging is awesome.
Is the one...
It's
Sorry,
dead.
I mean, so she did kill the one.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just move
So
away.
I would just mage armor and probably at least back up a little bit.
Okay,
Just
so
like,
they
whoa.
can't jump out at you and get you.
What level spell
You
is
should
this?
roleplay it though,
Two?
fucking jump out of the goddamn way.
All right, Isarak. Your initiative order is right down the table.
This is
Nori,
so,
Dorbin.
Oh, it is.
Zuruk.
so everyone else is gonna be mad at me, but I can see the source of the hands. Can I fast hands light an arrow and shoot it? Or is that 2 actions?
It's 2 actions, but you really want to burn the desk that they're investigating?
Not the desk. The bookcase.
Well, the books are in alcoves.
But you
But
said that the hands were coming out from behind the bookcases.
from where the shelving are, but so imagine a crypt where it's
Oh, I
cut
get it.
into the wall.
Arches.
Yeah, it's like cutting the
All
wall
to the
where,
multiple. And
where you would put bodies, normally, but in this case, since it's in the main vault, it's where you would put honorifics to the person that's buried in the middle. So it's just like stone shelves.
Oh, okay. So he's not seeing a nest that these things are pouring out of.
There's a couple coming from 1 or 2 of these bookshelves.
Let me think for a second.
Yeah. And they're separate bookshelves. There's 4 bookshelves and they're not all being used as bookshelves. Some of them are like other stuff is stored in there.
Can I create with an oil flask that I have a Molotov cocktail to throw behind them to create like a fire behind them?
So I just want to make sure that you want to burn down everything that they're trying to search and study.
That's why I said they wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
I did preface that everyone's gonna be mad at me.
You did say that. I can't see, so.
I feel like this is what Isarok would do. But I won't because I've been glanced at.
No, don't let him run your cakes, man.
Then
Be the
do
anarchist,
it.
come on.
Burn everything to the ground.
Burn it.
Bringing the law.
Making a fire. So I want to, a little cloth in my little flask and just throw it behind the desk, wherever they're at. Just create.
And the desk is up against the wall.
So closer to the bookcases.
The book, again, like...
So describe the room
So,
then. So there's,
yeah,
there's a desk. There's the desk with the people.
So
Then
there's
an
an-
alcove, or is it like a desk alcove? Because maybe my understanding, we've asked a bunch. Oh, okay.
So there's this.
Oh.
And in this...
This might change my.
And so these are alcoves in this thing,
Yeah.
and there's desks all up against this.
So that's a pretty major fire. If I.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's
We probably
it's an
suffocate the
entire
smoke.
like. Think of this entire corner here, plus add another desk and bookshelves. It would be all of
Perfect.
this.
I have 100% not understood the shape of the room.
Okay.
So that's that is very bad.
It would have been
Yeah,
cool.
so it would have been
if-
absolutely everything they're looking at.
Yeah, I would burn.
If I think that, if I would have thought that his hands could even suffocate, that wouldn't probably have done it too.
I just wanted to burn everything that were coming out of the books.
No, that's a
Okay,
sign,
like
yeah.
that, but like you
We
guys
should have done
are,
it with
it's,
the rats.
It's way too. Yeah, that would have been fun. I didn't. No, I did. I started to burn the rats, but it took too long. Fuck.
I want you to get this fucking thing off my face.
I mean, can I grapple the hand on his face?
I'm pretty
What's
far
your
away.
movement?
My movement is 30 feet.
You wouldn't be able to get to him.
Can I throw a dagger?
You can shoot the one on his face.
I want to dagger it. Is that dagger too
Just
far?
let me know when
30
it's
feet?
coming. I'll put
Huh?
my profile out.
Dagger, is it too far to...
I don't even know what the range on a dagger
I
is.
don't know what the range on a dagger is.
It's like 10
That's all-
feet. 10
that's all-
feet is the regular range, and then you have disadvantage beyond that.
So, disadvantage times 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so I won't do that. Fuck. I mean, approach the fray then, I
Yeah,
guess.
you can move over there and you can shoot one. There's one on the desk you can see.
I don't want to just throw an arrow at a...
I can take it. Come on. I got a shield. Wait.
Okay, that doesn't work.
That's a
I'll tell you what, no, my original idea was good. Can I start a fire in front of the alcove that won't hurt them? They could jump over it if they wanted to. Like, it's an oil flask fire. Like,
Yeah,
hey.
it's you can't make a line like it's
No, but
it's
it's
spread.
fire, so it keeps them in that area.
It's not like you wouldn't have that much control over it. If you just do a flask like here, there's nothing to stop like it just
Burning
going
everything.
forward and
All right,
burning everything.
Arrow on the desk hand.
We need a level to put on the dungeon floor and see.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
too
that-
much.
like you at least like pour out a line and then
No,
light
no,
the fire.
it's 100% correct. So 21 for the.
Yeah, that hits.
It hit.
Did you wait?
I'm shooting one on the desk, not on your face.
You hit him right in the face.
It goes in deep.
I would laugh so hard if you actually did that.
I would've.
12
Okay,
for the
it's
damage.
really dead,
Super dead.
and it is like stuck to the desk.
Ah.
Just
Because I like shot it. It was like,
so, yeah, it just threw it into the desk. The hands like.
makes that sound. Goes,
That sounds very cool to me. I can't see.
It is your turn.
Yeah. All right. Well, I
ignore the one on your face. Go for a different one.
get just yeah.
Just
Bash!
I just eat my sword. No.
Shield bashed my face.
Good. probably drop my sword, and
Don't
I'm going to try to pull this thing off my face.
All right, grapple.
I'm a strong guy.
Your shield hand free.
I still got my shield.
He's got a shield.
I don't know if I can hold things. I don't know. Come on, I'm a strong boy. Oh yeah, that'll be. So it's not a strength save; it's a strength check.
Yep.
So that would be 19.
Yeah, you just pop that thing right off your face. God damn it!
Take a bite.
That's all.
Yeah.
Stop it!
You contract zombieism.
I don't know what to do now. I guess that's my action.
Free action for throw, right?
You can drop for a 3 action.
I don't want to drop it. I just want to hurt it. So I'm just trying to. Yeah, so I'm wrestling with this thing. Trying to.
I think if you win a grapple, you can make a damage
crush
roll.
it. Yeah, I want to crush it.
So, I think it's D4 plus your strength or
Shield
D2 plus your strength. I don't know what an arm is.
I think unless I have the feat or am a monk, I think it's just 1 damage plus strength.
Okay, then what's that?
Drop it and
So that would be 5.
It dies.
Okay! I am all that is man! And can I pick up my sword, or is that done?
No,
Note to self: don't arm wrestle the fighter.
Wait,
He's like, ready to arm wrestle?
I don't want to move from my sword.
You lose.
Yeah.
Where is everybody? In relation to me?
So Nori's standing right next to you.
Right.
You see that, but she's turned, and there's something burnt on the ground.
We're on the empty side of the
Fantastic.
room.
Yeah.
He and Isarok, Dorman and Isarok has like met up at the end of the plinth over here.
Right.
From that goes up to the grave / bed.
Okay. Nori's here. My flaming sword's here. I'm going to stay here.
Okay. 20. There you go. So 3 more crawl out of everything.
Good.
You see 2 more starting to come up out of bookshelves and under desks and things like that. So there are now a total of 5 left.
That we see.
That you see. There's going to be another one jumping at you, which you just like, bink!
Oh, good.
Piss off. One jumping at Nori. Hits her, like, oh. Damn, man. These things are rolling max damage left and right. Okay. 3 more, like, so the 2 that just showed up are crawling up over the desks. The other one that was already on the desk jumps down and starts going towards you guys, like, across the floor.
Icky.
Okay.
Kick it, Dorman.
That's Nori. She kind of just wants to like slam her shoulder with her mace.
Right?
She's wearing split mail? Scale mail. She's wearing
fine.
scale mail. She's blank.
Yeah.
Yeah, she whacks that thing.
It's not on her face.
That thing really dies.
Okay.
Clank and smash comes down. She's like, ugh. Maybe I hit myself a little bit too hard. Well, Dorban?
Time to throw some darts.
This is a good dart throwing situation.
You see 4.
It's actually a perfect dart situation.
There's 4. You see 4.
That are skittering towards.
One skittering towards you. The other 3 are still in the desk. Next wave. Okay.
Clamoring next one.
Did you know
Pretty gross.
your just a reminder, your
My
magic missile.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd say that.
And you also have twin spell, which means you can hit 6 targets with it.
What? You can hit every hand right now.
If you wanted to waste that sorcery point. But you can hit up to 3 right now if you want to cast magic missile, or you can throw your regular dart or your flame thing.
Or I think
you want.
4 if you want to cast it as a level 2 spell.
Oh yeah, that is true. You would get 1 more missile. You would hit every one of them if you cast it as a 2nd level spell. Cast your magic missile as a 2nd level spell.
I feel like this side of the table is like
What does
role
it take?
playing.
I know.
Does it take to do that though?
So it'll take one of your slots. So you just take your magic missile and you cast it using that slot. It wouldn't use this slot. It would use that slot.
But you use a second level slot, which
Yeah.
is pretty precious.
It is pretty precious, but it's also
Cool.
very awesome.
If you roll high, if you roll low, then you've wasted a second level slot.
They automatically hit.
Like
As
they
a
hit
reminder.
automatically.
They
They
Yes.
all automatically hit.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, yeah.
Duck Dodgers.
Hey, the 21st and a half.
Another back of the knee hit. No, he almost threw a dagger at a zombie claw on his head, which all the damage would have gone through.
Yeah. Right.
after
How
you
could it
kill
not?
Like,
Yeah.
I was
it
talked
would-
out of it.
Hilarious. It
We
We
would
shouldn't have
hilarious.
talked him out of it. This is how we learn.
I tried to talk him out of the fire because that's bad.
Right.
I totally wanted to shoot you or throw a
wanted
dagger in
to.
the face. What you doing, Dorman?
Testing my
Let's do
gag
the magical
reflexes.
darts instead of the regular darts.
Okay, I'm gonna up it to
You do-
level 2.
Mm-hmm.
All
Oh,
right.
you're gonna do full
So-
blast?
You don't worry about it. You reach back.
Don't worry.
You reach back, you cluster your hand. The magic darts appear. An extra one, just they spin, fly out from your hand. You've determined what they look like, right? They look like darts that are are they purple or?
Yeah, they're
And they streak out.
Magic-y. The color of magic.
They hit each and every one of the visible hands, which all go and die. They only have 2 hit points, so D4 plus 1 minimum
Right,
damage.
yeah, minimum.
Oh, so when I shot with an arrow, it was like super death.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm like, yeah, throw a dagger to do 10 points of damage, and do 8 to him, 2 to the thing.
I'm super glad I didn't do
Well,
that.
so that happened. Did he kill all of them?
Yeah, they seek out every single one, crawling out of the desks and the bookshelves and everything, just hits them all. They all just flip over, blast parts of them out of it, and then just
I
do
wouldn't be able
spider
to
curl.
stifle it. Huzzah! That's it!
Yeah. Before I pick up my sword, I give up.
Yeah, woo! That's great.
That is all of them. There's if there are any more of them,
That's a fucking
they're
spell slot.
they're not showing themselves.
Maybe the next band of
That's how you use a spell slot right
bongers.
there. You just killed every enemy in the entire room right now. It's insane. We didn't even know the health of them.
Well, now we do.
Yeah, they are
They
an
zero.
annoyance.
They're all at 0.
Well, masterful throw, Dwarven. Right. Is everyone okay? Did you? I saw you were back there when I caught that off my face. Were
I'm
you
good.
hurt?
I'm good.
You're good.
How's your face?
I got some pot marks around my face.
It's
Yeah.
dug in. Like Nori, Nori just takes out some cloth and starts wiping away the blood and sticking some salve to just stop to clog up and stop
Does it
the
feel
bleeding.
good, or is it like the burning kind?
It doesn't feel like anything.
Oh,
it's
okay.
really just like Vaseline essentially, just to put over the wound so it stops bleeding.
Oh, thank you. That's nice.
You have
I have a
holes.
ring of blood
Yeah, you have
dripping from my
holes.
face.
Like
Thank
in
you,
your head.
Nori.
So she just it's like, oh, I'm bleeding, and they put the boxers, they put the Vaseline over the eye. So yeah, they boop, 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 boop. She just does that to patch you up.
Thanks.
Does it look like you need more hit points? Do you need a healing spell?
I'm okay. Watch this. Just second wind. I'll save it, actually. I'm only down by 10.
Because if you're in this room, you can be here for a while if you guys wanted to take a short rest.
We might want to take a short. We found a lot of cool stuff, a lot of reading to do. We might want to take a short rest. What do you think? Dolman? We don't have to actually sit here for an hour out of character. It would be like...
Yeah, well, I know. I guess it's taking a short rest, stop the searching of
You can, as long as you're not doing any heavy work like moving the bookshelves. Or,
That reminds me, I found this and I can't make any sense of it. And I hand you the pearl that was in this desk. I don't know if you remember.
covering the ink thing.
Yeah, I thought it was part of the ink set, but it's not. It was just on it. So I don't know. Do you know anything about this? You studied magic as well.
do you take it?
Yeah.
Toss it.
You feel power in it. Like the moment you touch it, it feels like Like there's power in it.
Yeah, there's clearly some sort of magical.
Yeah, it's more than that. It feels like there's power in it. Like you touch this and it feels like there's something in there, and like when it's in your hand, it's that little bit of that chars, that tingly sensation that it's just there, just right there for the taking.
It looks important. I don't know. I couldn't sense anything about it. Got Vaseline ring all around my face.
Yeah, she salved up all the holes in his face so they'd stop bleeding.
Well, there is a shield under this bed.
What?
We're
We're gonna take a
shield.
Child?
Shield.
now that you're here. Oh, East Rock. There
Hey.
I think we're gonna take a little breather. Look over these notes before we continue further. But shield, you say? I'm gonna.
Right, you're gonna lift up the bed and look down there?
Yeah, that's right. The bed that's over
The bed that's over the crypt, yeah.
Yeah. It's a little nerve-wracking, but yeah,
Right.
sure.
Necromancers are so goth.
I'm
gonna I'm gonna sleep on someone else's grave.
Yeah. Oh man, I knew a guy who said stuff like that in high school, didn't you?
So you lift that up, and there's the entire grave looks disturbed. There's a shroud in there, which is fairly old and undone.
Does it look cool?
No, like there's not much of it left. It's moldy and you know,
Okay, I don't do that.
Gray and dusty. But there's a shield sitting there.
Yeah. Does it look like decrepit and ancient? Or does it look
No,
like,
it does not.
Is it a kite? Is it a?
It
diamond?
is a kite
Is it a
shield.
poniard?
It's a kite shield.
Oh, what?
I made a word. To
Yeah.
sound like I do things about
I
shield.
was on board the entire time until he made up a fake Asian word where I'm like, Apollyon wa? What the fuck is that?
I actually said poniard, which I think is a dagger.
It's a dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which this thing would stop,
Yes.
theoretically.
It's okay.
Does it have any emblems on it?
It does, as a matter of fact. It has an eye with rays coming out of the eye down. It is
The tip of the penis?
copper. The eye itself is copper. The rest of the shield is it looks like it's blued, like it's been like blue steel, blue iron. So it's that darker
Oh, okay.
blue color.
Is this like the fucking Arizona state flag? It's
It's not that bright.
inverted.
And it's inverted, but no, it's an eye. There's rays coming out, copper with like a dark blue iron color in the
Oh,
background.
that's sick. Do I recognize that symbol? That sounds like
Make a history check.
okay. Sounds like Lathander. Is
I love
Lathander
it.
still a god, or is it now?
I don't know. You've failed every history check
Lathander, I
you've ever
believe,
done
is still
now,
a
so
god.
let's see.
Yeah, guys, I'm a historian.
Oh!
Hey, that's not bad.
You read a book about
History.
these.
History is +4, so 18.
Yeah, you might actually know something about this.
Maybe.
You don't know of this as a historical symbol. This isn't some nation or country or anything like that. But flipping over to your arcana, eyes are supposed to be wards and vigilance, like spells that help perception and other
Really?
abilities. So, because when you pick the shield up, like it looks pretty heavy and thick, and again, like kind of ironish.
Yeah.
And it's as light as your little cheap,
Really?
steel shield that you got at the. So like,
Does this?
Sorry, I was to say, actually, he did succeed on one history check
Oh,
really
he
well.
did. That's right.
which he
learned that he definitely doesn't.
Oh, that's
know.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you,
That's
Master
right.
Donovan.
That's
He
what
did
it
not
was.
know
It's like,
that
do you
correct.
fail everything? Like, no, he succeeded at
I can say it
learning.
assertively.
Humility.
But this is not
That's
in any history
right.
book.
You
I forgot about
that.
that.
You may have heard of shields that have eyes or the eye motif on them. Were particularly used by sentries and guards, royal guards, especially as if they're magical and they're enchanted. It's definitely a symbol of vigilance and to protect.
I just guys, this shield kicks ass. Look at this thing.
I'll take your old shield.
What are you gonna do with it?
No, that's it.
Can I use this?
Sell it.
Does it look like it's good to use, or does this look like this belongs into a museum?
No. A fun little fact that you'll never learn, but this is the shield of the white that attacked you in the first crypt.
Oh, really?
He was the person in that in this crypt.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Stupid.
She didn't
Perfect
want.
shield sketch.
Oh, that's...
Let me see it.
That's very good. It's okay. It's very much exactly what he described. Oh, never mind. Sorry, this is garbage.
The necromancer came in here, rose this person as a white, but didn't give a shit about the shield.
Well, we knew that these places were connected.
Yeah, you know you figured out that the person
Yeah.
is the same person. The person that attacked Elonis. Now again, this is like you'll never really know, and it's an inconsequential detail. But I thought that was kind of cool.
That is a cool detail. I'm glad this didn't disappear like this really cool sword that I wanted and died.
Yep.
Yeah. Guys, I'm just gonna take this. Does anyone have any problem with me robbing from this crypt? I'm going to.
We're not robbing.
It's already been desecrated.
We
Nori says.
are borrowing supplies.
Does someone ask for my shield? My old shield?
No.
Nori? Oh, you just stuff it in your... Did you put that in your pocket? Where did that go?
It won't fit in the bag. The bag I'm holding is what, like this big, right?
It's a...
It a haversack.
It can... No, the haversack is bigger, but it can open up to 2 feet wide. So absolutely it can open...
This is 2 feet.
This is 2 feet.
Maybe it's 2 feet. That's
2 feet? That might be. You know what? That might be.
The foot is like this long.
The foot is like this long.
Now make 2 of those. There you
Hey!
go.
Small shield? Excellent. I'm
It
looking
feels
at the
bigger
screen
than
right
that
now,
when
but
I use
it's
it.
this
Like-
big.
Yeah,
It's 2
it
feet.
doesn't. The bag isn't
Got it.
that wide all the time. It just can open up to fit something.
I just want to make sure that I don't want to abuse this thing.
No, but
I wanna
taking
use
his
it-
shield, like that's your shield that you have had your entire
What
life.
shield? What shield
You're
was
just gonna let him take it?
Well, he asked to
What do we
see
take?
it. What did you do with my shield?
What shield are we talking about?
I gave you... you asked for my old...
Oh, I put it over there. It's right here.
How the hell did you do that?
I'm
Magic.
tricky.
Elves.
Does this shield have any kind of special?
I mean, it's the shield that it's my father's shield that he left here when he...
Well, you should not give this to me.
Well,
Wear it
I
on
thought
your
you were
back
going to do
or
something with it.
Yeah, I was gonna do something with it.
I had my first paintings on it. This is the symbol of candle keep
Perfect.
on
So,
this. And then,
So you guys are taking a short rest, and meanwhile investigating the rest of the
Absolutely.
place.
so books. There's a lot of books
There's a
here.
lot of books. Books.
Do you guys see any books of worth or note? Is there anything specific?
every book is of worth, my friend.
That's what I was getting
Here
at.
is what you get. First off, if you need to heal, you can use your hit dice to heal while you're on your downtime.
Well, I think I get my
If
cool dice.
you-
Grace, do you need to heal?
I am...
That thing hurt you for 10?
No, 5. I'm
five
fine,
each- five
actually.
each time.
I'm going to use... we're level 3. I'm going to use 2 of my
The
hit
correct
dice to
answer
heal
is
up.
yes.
Okay.
There's your. That's also your dice.
Thank you.
Uh,
That's going to be a 5. Plus my constitution, or is it straight?
plus your constitution.
Plus constitution. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm
So you got all
good.
that. All right. Anyone else need to use hit dice or anything like that? Are
Do I
you?
get anything back with a small rest?
That's perfect.
You do. You get half of your spell slots back, distributed however you want. So since you're third, unfortunately it's no, it is round up. So you would get 2 spell slots back, which you can use to get that second level spell slot back.
Sick.
Because it's per level, levels of spell slot.
Like bouncing
Oh.
small pieces of pebbles.
You're testing out the refractory properties of it.
I'm a
Are
shield
you
master.
going to spend time
Shield master.
investigating the pearl, or spend time investigating the desk and books and stuff?
Did he give you the pearl?
Yes, he did.
He did.
And I'll also offer, Grace will offer, like, anything, if you want to look at something, that you can assign me to look at something else too, if we're all trying to figure this out.
If that's the case, Grace, just keep looking through the books and the scrolls and everything. I'm gonna investigate this pearl further.
You got it, Master Dorman.
So I have a look at the pearl.
Make an Arcana check.
That's 13.
Dungeons and Dragons is frustrating.
It is,
Like,
but delightfully so.
no, in a good way. But I'm just like, oh.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to read.
Like failing in battle is fine, but failing like in logic and investigation, I'm always like, no, I want to know the real.
No,
answer.
this is medieval times, and you never learn how
I
to
know,
use math. You stupid elf.
You look at it, you investigate it, you tinker with it.
I hate it in the best way possible.
600 years old,
like,
don't know
it's
the
weird when
fucking
you
alphabet.
hold it up to the candlelight or like
240.
around and you start
That'd be
looking at it.
crazy.
You almost see like it's reflecting a word from inside of it, and you think that word is Shassa. Shassa.
Shasa.
SSA?
Correct.
Just so you know, a double consonant puts the emphasis on the next syllable or vowel, excuse me.
In English.
In English. So like, in
common.
English. Damn it. That's a big one for me. Like, people are
Welcome to Favorite,
like,
bitch.
wow, everyone's like, because hang on, we live in Arizona.
Shasa.
Everyone's always like, oh, Prescott. No.
Prescott.
Like, my in-laws own a cabin in Prescott. And they're like, it's called Prescott. My wife says Prescott. Her friends, her family, everybody says Prescott. I'm like, a double consonant at the end of a word puts the emphasis on the previous consonant. Prescott.
You know what I can't figure out what we do in Tucson is that everybody I know puts an N in Wilmot.
Yeah.
But there's
Right.
no N.
It's Wilmot.
It's Wilmot.
Not
yeah.
Wilmont.
But everyone I say
Oh, yeah.
Wilmot. Don't you?
So just
Wilmot.
pronounce it, nasally.
Yeah, Wilmot.
Wilmot.
Yeah.
Do it nasally, no one will ever question it.
Wilmot.
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 No,
Wilmot.
Wilmot. Say it,
Wilmot.
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 So you think you find this
Thanks for
word?
watching, everybody.
Sorry.
You think you find this word in this world, but
Jesus
you
Christ, my
can't
bad.
determine anything else about it yet,
I'm looking
unless
for
you want to say it.
Bandy.
Like out loud.
Say the magic word.
I'm fascinated by magic. I'm sure you are too.
Me too.
Both of us are. Say things out loud.
I didn't want to say it. I was
Remind
really
me,
disappointed.
'cause,
I will. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
What is that?
That was his wild magic. When he cast a spell,
It's so wild. It came 30 minutes later.
and that's perfectly okay.
That's super wild.
Bandy.
How big is this pearl again? Is it like this? Is it
Yeah, it's
closer to one of these guys?
Too big to eat, small enough to put in your butt.
it's about as big
wild
as
to die.
including the
What?
things like the so. To you, it's like this.
Oh, yeah, your little gnome
Your little hands.
For everybody that
So,
only can't
say
see,
it.
there's a dog down here.
A beautiful dog.
There she is, Bandy.
Like you're
Bandy.
feeling up her gnome over there.
not leaning over here like.
Tell me about
And Galen's like spent so long like training her not to jump up on things and all that stuff. But like I so much just want to like, come on up here, jump up here.
Come on. I want to play golf.
Shasa.
Oh, you said it.
Said it.
Everything blows up. No, you feel the energy that's in the pearl tries to go into your arm and hand, but then you feel like you're too full, so it goes back into the pearl.
You're already full of pearl.
You gotta wear it. You gotta make it into a necklace. If you can't hold it anymore, just wear it.
I have to say that I really love Dungeons and Dragons. This shit is ridiculous. I've had a great time.
Have you figured it out yet?
Have I figured it out?
Did you cut yourself or what?
Yeah. Almost immediately after I saw you guys, I went back to cut a piece of cake and I just stuck the tip of a knife in the top of my finger. Shit! Oh! Like one of the cook's knives, not like one of our silly
You
knives.
have to remember that one of our our guest steak knives is exactly the right length. Just use it backwards and just push it through. It's
What are these,
as a cake.
What do these books look like?
Books.
Tell me more about these.
So,
books.
of note, of your investigating, you've pretty much found everything of note. of note. Let's say of note a couple more times.
I'm ready to take notes of these notes.
There's a plinth in the middle of the holding up a sarcophagus that has been converted to a bed. One wall has its alcoves converted into a desk and work area. You found scrolls, which you have taken. I think it was Cause Fear and Speak with the Dead.
Correct.
Letters, tools, and such. Cause Fear, Speak with the Dead. You found the pearl. You found a whole bunch of scribes' tools and all that fun stuff, which you have taken.
Yeah. Taking this scribe shit.
You were reading at the time those letters,
Enjoy.
but I will go over them again just to make sure everyone remembers. The letters are correspondence between Shoto and someone with the initials SK that has a key between the S and the K as their emblem. And
That
you
right there.
knew that SK with the key is a wizard's mark. So that's a spell that's been cast on these letters. Yes.
So this is a long shot, but this is key going down with the S and the K on the side of it. I just want to make sure if I turn it upside down, is it an F or is it like an actual like fancy key look?
It looks like a fantasy. Like it doesn't look like it changes.
Okay.
Like, no.
Oh, the key is going downward.
Yes, the key is going downward with its bit with its
That's a weird penis.
bits going right.
Okay.
So
Or an elaborate key.
yeah.
Okay.
SK.
If I remember correctly, this SK was like, hey, how about that book? You're gonna give it back, right?
You're gonna first off the correspondence went like this. Hey, there's this book. I want you to go get it. Did you get the book yet? I know you have the book.
Yeah.
If you don't get me that book, some bad things will happen.
Right.
So the correspondence.
And we also showed up and there's a bunch of undead shit. So whatever the book is might be the cause of what's happening. Unless, oops, I accidentally
Could be.
rolled an 8, which means I don't know what I'm talking about.
Also, amongst this, there's lots of papers that have like been half used. So it looks like the person's like working on something, and then there's script that you do not recognize. It's a language that, even in all your time at Candlekeep, for both of you, you have never seen.
We should take.
So you can take examples of it.
Yeah.
So you can definitely do that. You can take examples of it, write it down as notes in unfamiliar script.
Unfamiliar crypt script.
Crypt script. There you go. The rest of the room looks like it's been used as a home. There's furniture like couch, table, chairs, etc. There's 2 doors exiting. They're both on the same wall, opposite from the wall you came in on. You found the shield. You found the bag of holding. That's pretty much it. The books are pretty standard fare for what would be in a sage / necromancer's library.
And this wicked shield.
It's fucking bad that I don't.
That's what. Did you pull a shield out of that? Did you pull my shield out of that?
No.
Was that wacky side play, or did that really happen?
No, it's
Yeah.
magic, buddy, magic. Yeah, magic.
You can tell us you have a black hole in your pants.
Yeah, none of the books would get anyone into Candlekeep. So
Sure,
they're just pretty standard stuff. Hi, girl.
I mean,
Right.
so
but interesting.
my regular
information.
question is, how valuable are these books?
You could probably sell them. I mean, there's no harm in taking them, especially since you have that. Like, you can literally just...
That's what I do. I'm just like, shh. I
watch
literally
this,
do
like-
that.
Yeah.
Where
You
did
can
it
watch
go?
it all you want. Shh. You in here. I don't know what the fuck this is.
And they all might come in handy at some point to
Books.
get information.
I have a tiny satchel full of an entire
You'll
Necromancer's
never
Library
have to
books.
find an outhouse again.
I can.
Wow.
It's the wrong use for a bag of
I mean-
holding. I love it. You never needed to find that outhouse again. No, yeah, I lose my mind filling that bag up with books. I'm just like,
You want to take some pillows and blankets while you're at it?
I don't know.
I mean, it makes the travel more comfortable.
How nice are the blankets on this?
Oh, they're pretty good. They're pretty nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Recently used these.
Yeah. The pillows are down stuffed and everything. Yeah.
I as a joke, I Get back your head, put your head in the bag.
I've already done that.
Huzzah! It is
He
deep.
has already done that.
I
He did that
I did
last week.
I wasn't super sure if it was a bag of holding, so I put my head into it, and I learned very quickly that it was a bag of holding. There's other ways to do it.
You know, that'll tell you one of two things. That'll tell you real quickly if it's a bag of holding, a regular bag, or a bag of devouring.
Note to self: now that I have a bag of holding, never check any other bag with my head ever again.
So, what else is down here? Are there any secret doors, escapes, anything?
You have not found any, but you can check.
I would like to...
Listen.
Investigation.
Yeah, you check.
So...
I'll get the other side.
22.
Nope. Just these two exits.
Was that a 7 or 17?
That is a 7.
Well, no,
Oh.
I'm 100% sure it was a 17. So 15 is... So make it a 20 instead.
No, he's rolling for him.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking too. Just, I don't have investigation, but I'm smart. That is a 17.
Yeah. You find nothing.
If he didn't find anything, I'm sure he's not going to find anything.
So, real quick, because this is obviously the lair of a necromancer, I'm going to go forward and look and check in the dark. Sneak around.
So you're going to go through one of the two doors?
The right door.
Okay.
So check the
God, I forgot there's more doors.
Does that check count for checking the door? Do I need to like?
Nope, separate check.
Okay.
So
Do I think I found a secret passage, but it was a door I forgot was there this whole time?
I get it.
investigation.
9 or 10. Excuse me. 10.
You don't find any traps. You can't hear anything on the other side.
Is it locked?
It is not locked.
Let's go through it
So you're like,
carefully.
you're not just walking through.
No,
you
no.
open and you look in.
Yeah.
All right. This looks like a reliquary.
Ooh, a reliquary.
Reliquary.
Where the relics
Reliquary.
are.
There are two people standing in there.
Hey.
Just kind of standing, just like those 4 people in the other
Do you
room.
guys know who
Kinda
SK is?
And you just kind of like...
They look
open.
the same way, like they're like. Can I tell if they do they?
Wouldn't it be funny if they were just two guys?
Yeah.
They're like,
One of them. One of
James
them
and Jeremy,
is,
they live here.
So as you're opening it up and you're looking in, you see the first person one is looking away, and you're like, oof, and you kind of look over, and the other one happens to be looking right at the door, so it starts walking towards the door.
Stumbling towards
Yep.
it. Yeah. All right. Cool. Can I quick attack it? Like.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's do that. Arrows.
The one that's coming at you, or the one that's not looking?
It's coming at me. It startled me.
I feel like I'm just talking to Dorbin at this time about the stuff that we've, the books and the content
You're probably,
before.
since you've decided to go through a door, you're probably all gathered up,
waiting
for him to give the okay. When he goes...
Oh, that's not good.
16. Sorry, 16.
16! I'm pretty sure that hits. It's a zombie.
What? It's a zombie.
Yeah.
In here?
Yeah, it definitely hits.
You shot a zombie. Was it in the head, though?
I don't know. We'll find out soon. I didn't get my arrow back from the last encounter. All right. Damage?
Oh, in the last hour you could have gotten that arrow off the desk.
But I did. Do I have to say that?
No, you've been here an hour.
So,
He would took a short rest in the room. I
Yeah.
imagine he would take
I erased the arrow to shot too. All right. Go back to where you're supposed to be. I've become suddenly 11.
That's a lot of damage.
Remember, they can stave off death.
So
Yeah, they can.
Alright, so you're like, thunk, solidly into its collarbone and chest area. You see, like, this entire place is, like, collapses. There's a weird cracking sound, and it's having trouble moving its arm.
I announce the discovery of zombies, fellows.
Gross.
Initiative.
That's good initiative. That is. I got a natural 1. Does it matter for initiative?
No, it doesn't.
5.
Roll 2 dice and take the best.
What? Okay. I will.
So, you have learned one of the properties of your shield. You have advantage on initiative.
That's awesome.
That's really awesome. Fuck.
We'll call it the Copper State Shield.
Grace.
17.
Isaac.
9.
Dorban.
Oh, no, sorry. 5. Excuse me, 5.
Dorban.
7.
Nori got a 2, and the zombies got -1.
What? So I'm in 3rd place.
I'm just shuffling past you. Get out of one side, Easter. Coming in.
After shooting, you stay in the door? You said you step back and announced.
Yeah, I maybe one step back, but
okay.
I'd remain in the doorway.
I kick open the rest of the door and charge it. This thing's faster than my arms. Like the shield's pulling it now. How would that feel, really? There's a zombie. There's one with a thing in his chest. I'm chopping it.
Okay.
That's what I do. Oh yeah, that's a 20.
That's a good chop.
Chopping it real good, Charlie.
Wasn't a natural, was it?
No. But that will be 10 damage.
Ooh. The one in front that I shot with an arrow, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So you hacked out on that even further into the wound. It's like
trying to get his arrow back.
The arrow just falls out. But it's like, this part of its rib cage and everything's starting to separate from the rest of its body. This arm is completely useless. It's like,
oh, really? Still going?
Yes.
Okay, now I just real quick because I want to try to create some space here. How close are they to the door? Can these guys get in?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to keep engaged, or you want to knock him back?
I'm gonna keep engaged with the one that's wounded. I'm gonna knock the other one.
He's
back.
not. He's
not.
not.
Oh, he's not.
They're not. They weren't
gonna stay
staying
engaged.
They weren't staying next to each other.
Okay. I'm just gonna move to where if he starts coming, it's gonna be towards me.
You want to position yourself so that they'll both engage you.
Yes.
So between.
Yeah, I'm kind of circling around the first one.
Yeah.
So like this one is like say
that
here.
Makes arrows very possible.
And this one is say here. This one was over here. You move up. Kind of this way, so you can still attack this one, but get closer to this one to attack it.
Yeah.
Good fighter, Dorban.
Do I have a line of sight then?
Absolutely. Door is open. You can see past him into the room.
I adopt the horse stance, so Dorban can see right between
your legs.
It's good for my abdominals too. It's not just
Firebolt.
I feel like when we get together, we should play darts before we come over here. We really should be playing darts.
I love darts.
I like darts too.
12.
Hit.
Hey.
I like these little songs.
Damn.
Oh.
So you.
That was
that's a
It was
fucking
a
dart.
flaming dart.
Oh, nice.
It was a firebolt.
Firebolt dart.
Oh, okay.
The little tadpole of fire swimming towards the zombie egg. And
yeah.
flaming zombie babies.
We have got to find a dart competition in Daggerford.
It zooms out, smashes the zombies still turn away from you. So it smashes it in the back, and you start to see like the skin and everything start burning away from its spine and collarbone and all that stuff up there.
This is the further back one?
The second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, this is a Brazilian little dead fucker.
All right. That would. Oh, I forgot.
Nori, right?
I forgot Nori, but no, it's you. Sorry, you're before Nori.
That's my turn.
She goes on 2.
Arrow at the closest. So the
One on him?
Yeah, the one I already shot. So do it again.
I picked the. Who's that?
That's not a big number.
8.
That'll hit.
They're zombies.
Yeah, they are
calm
zombies.
down. They're fine.
Oh, you hit with the.
8.
Wow.
With
Nice.
an 8.
They have like. What do they have? Like 6.
8.
They have 8 dexterity.
No. They have. Their dexterity is 6. Yes.
Yeah.
Their armor class is 8.
Oh,
God, that's the only thing I've ever seen with lower than 10 armor class.
We are young. Heartache to heartache we stand. 10.
Love is a battlefield.
And so is this.
So, you take a shot. It goes into its like head, whips it around. You hear the crack of its neck, and its like neck kind of lifts to the side. And he looks like he's about to fall. And he's like,
damn it!
Save
versus death.
Bandy,
it's save versus death. It's horrible.
Nori pushes her way in and moves up to engage the one that you shot. And hits.
Get it, Nori.
Woo. For 10.
Kronk.
Man, that thing got dealt 19 damage real fast.
Yep.
Zombies hate it.
Zombies hate this trick.
It's just like...
One simple step to repel zombies. Don't curse them with Jamaican voodoo.
Alright.
One simple step. The worst BuzzFeed list ever.
They're attacking their respective tanks.
Bring it.
Both miss. So they both bling, 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 bling.
That's right.
Hitting a whole bunch of nothing on all of y'all.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hey,
Hey,
buddy. Hey.
What were you?
That's the wrong dog.
I thought he would have liked it. He gave up real quick. He's like, I want my leg scratched, but not by you.
Not on the camera, Senpai.
Senpai. God damn it.
I like this.
Not like this. Not like this. Mm-hmm.
The zombie looks into his repertoire of zombie tactics. Hold on. Says, other than the brain.
Interesting.
The zombie attempts karaoke.
Karaoke? Is that what you're trying to say?
Baby got back. My brain. Baby got back.
I kill it. I just start chopping its lungs up.
You're next.
No.
Yeah. Dang it. This thing is just like, I punch it.
I punch it. I punch it.
I try to cut it down again.
Excellent.
Yep.
Yeah, that's got to hit, right?
That's a shot.
Okay. Ha-cha-cha! 1 + 4, 5.
5 total?
5 total.
Yeah, it stays up.
Action surge.
You gonna use it?
Yeah.
What?
And I hit it again.
Fucking fighters. Yeah, hit it.
18
Excellent.
+ 6 for
That
lots.
Oh, yeah, you hit it.
And I do
6.
6 damage.
It stays up.
And then I'm going to...
Rally and this and that.
Ultra Mega Surge.
My action surge, guys.
God damn it.
But I action surged. Torben,
Firebolting once again.
the one on Nori.
Yep. Hopefully I don't hit. Okay.
Oh.
And
Ooh, a sound hit.
that's one.
One whole damage.
You don't know pluses or
Holy
anything?
crap, it dies.
Did it roll? Are you kidding me?
Both of us are like, wow!
I know. Dorman's on fire today.
So-
By Dorman, I mean the things he's hitting with the fire.
Look. I'm not lying.
No, I get it.
Roll the
It's
one.
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm rolling
that's-
Darwin's like,
18,
Yeah.
19, 13, like for you guys. I'm like, oh, I just need to get a 6. 1.
I'm just saying, Darwin's like,
I used an action surge to do that. Ugh.
it dies.
Yeah, you just
Like,
right to the face, the skull like burns out, and like it crumbles to the ground.
I want to see Dorman look at it.
It
It's like, what's the problem,
smells
guys?
Terrible in
Yeah,
here.
that's gross.
All right, then that's East Rock.
Well, the surviving zombie
arrows.
Ooh.
Well, that's a hit.
19
Yep,
plus is
that's
a
definitely a
25.
Your D20 damage.
I think that's a 6. Fuck, God damn it.
That was a little short, pal.
7.
Natural 20. Today's up.
That's okay.
Easy peasy.
Okay.
Cheesy Pete's.
Damn it! He's right mutters. Boo.
In Elvish.
Yep.
No.
She is going to call down the sacred
That's what I said.
flame.
Wow, wow, you boo somebody on stage. Wow, wow.
Can you imagine a sporting event just hearing that?
Yeah.
That'd be horrible.
She hits the thing, and it dies.
Oh, good.
It can't save versus radiant, so.
Oh, nice. Good to know. I'm going to be a paladin now, guys.
Bandy wanted really badly to smell what's in my cup.
Oh.
And I let her smell what's in my cup, and she did not.
I did not know what's in the cup. So
that's not
she
water.
calls to the Red Knight, and the pillar of crimson flame comes down and strikes the zombie, which then it just rips through it, and it falls apart in a conflagration.
See, I'm trying to hit it with fire, too. It seems to be doing great. It's just...
It's not fire. All right.
It looks like fire.
It's
It definitely tastes like fire.
It's like light. Basically.
The
Not the
reliquary,
Yeah.
however you say it.
Reliquary.
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 Oh, I found out today that Bandy really does not like really does not like car washes.
Oh, no?
No, she does not. In fact, she immediately poofs and sheds everywhere. Weren't you gonna bring your brush?
I forgot it. I tried to buy a new one tonight at CVS, but they don't have a dog brush.
I'd rather take an arrow, thank you.
She poops and then sheds everywhere. Is that what you said?
No, she didn't poof. She poofs. Literally, she
She's
was just
all
sitting
over your cock.
once the things came by, the big rinse
Terrible
things,
idea.
just hair, just went off of her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she
went
Like a scared tarantula. Just...
she ruffled.
Yep. Ruffle mouth.
Golly. So what does this place look like? I just watched this.
Reliquary.
Can't watch this.
Well, watch it again.
No.
Reliquary.
Never watched it. Shit again.
The room used to house artifacts and tributes and such to this this family and the interred here, but everything has long since been ransacked. You guys can investigate to try to if you find any hidden alcoves, trinkets, doors, whatever you want to do.
There is a turd in here?
There's
No.
a turd.
Okay.
Interred. There is
Still
a
in your body. It's a
Like how it's like magma before
a
it erupts and then it's
poop.
lava.
It's a
Yeah.
future poop.
there is another door out of here on the other side.
Interred.
So he is a cartographer, by the way. Now he's been picking up this stuff. So
About the big guys.
anytime you want to look at the map,
I would love to.
so
With
I'm
my
actually
cartographers, I don't have cartographers tools,
I'm actually really
unfortunately.
I'm really enjoying. You have scribes tools.
yeah, you have
Scribes tools. Oh, I could
you can rough draw. You don't have the
the
compass and the
sextants
sextants and the
No,
rulers. and all
the
that.
sextant is not for.
The sextant's for navigation, right?
Yes, not
What's
for
the
carving.
one? What's the thing that you do to
Protractor?
engineering?
It's compass and protractor.
T-square?
Only two.
The-
No, T-square is for drawing based on accurate measurements. It's for architectural work.
Yeah.
Sextant can probably be used to cartograph, but it's
I have
really
Photoshop and Mapmaker.
Yeah, map
Yeah.
maker. So yeah, this is the room that had the two zombies in it. So
All right.
Investigate what you want. I look for solubles.
okay. Is that a natural one?
It's 18.
It's a natural
So,
criminal.
yeah, the glare coming off your dice tonight. I was like, I can't.
Those
I
are
can
very
tell if
shiny
it's
dice.
single digit.
These
or
are really
it's
nice
double
looking
digit.
dice.
That's about it.
Nice dice. That's what I
I'm
call
looking
them.
for is what random crap.
Okay. There really is nothing in here. This place has just been ransacked and left bare.
Right. Well, they're checking around the place. I'm just going to go check out this next door, see if there's any shuffling around.
Grace, maybe you should let the elf check the door.
Yeah?
Check the door.
Sure, yeah.
You're checking the next door?
That door.
Okay.
Double up. That's investigation still, right?
Yep.
So 15.
15, you pretty confident that there's no traps on this door. You hear... The next space seems to be big because you hear, like, wind running through it or, like, that kind of hollow sound of a large open area.
Perfect. Well, skinny that and say that, hey, this door terminates into a space. There's still another door
On the other opposite side.
So do we want to enter the big space or do we want to go back and investigate the other door?
Terminates into a space. Could you tell me that in cartographer's terms? Like
This, in cartographer's terms?
Just I don't know what that means, okay?
This space pours through an inlet into another alcove.
Oh.
However, this space may be described as a lake or a large body of water, depending on the size. I can only tell you that it's bigger than a pond.
Well, I'm glad you checked this door out, so I would just wanted it and probably drown. Yeah, let's go check out the other spot then.
Oh, so we scuttle back to the other door.
Shuffle.
Checkity, check. Ooh! 21.
21. So you find no traps. You hear... No, I'm good for now. You hear nothing on the other side, but both when you put your hand up against the stone door or touch the handle, it is cold. Colder than other doors in this that have been through this crypt.
How cold is it, Isaac?
Chilly. Dorman, what do you think a cold door means? He can't identify magic, but you can.
No.
Yeah, you would be able to find magical traps. So I always want to put that out. Like, you can also find magical traps.
Oh, okay.
So you know that this isn't trapped, even with magic, but that doesn't mean there's not an effect on it or something weird.
I'll be like, stand close. Let's open this door too.
Okay.
It'd be really funny to do for a magic trap.
I don't need to roll.
No, you
I was pretending to roll and it fell out of my hand. I opened the door successfully.
All right.
Wow, that's an excellent door opening, Mr. Isaac.
Thank you. 14 on the door opening.
Ooh. So you open the door?
Oh, God, does it open?
Now, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page here. When you guys first came into this room, Nori and Dorban used prestidigitation and thaumaturgy to light all of the torches and candles in this room. So this room is lit.
Yes.
Okay. When you open this door...
Look through the keyhole.
There's no keyhole.
It's pretty cool when they did.
That's why I didn't look at it.
Yeah. You open this door, and it is dark. Like, really dark.
I don't like this.
When you open the door, your dark vision immediately kicks on, and even it can't see into the corners and nooks.
It's pitch. But it can't see the corners and nooks. Can I generalize the shape of the space?
Yeah, it pretty much looks like
It's like the other room.
Except for...
What are you doing? Using echolocation? How are you doing that?
No. And you can see where the walls are and all that kind of stuff. So...
But I can't. Right.
Now, there are things on the floor. It looks like scribings or markings. They are glistening. They are dark. So there's all these little markings.
So when you say
glyphs.
glistening but dark, does it looks like wet? It looks wet. Okay, cool. I gotta pee. Sorry. We're gonna go into this wet, glistening room very soon.
I don't like the sound of that. So, Dorman, what do you think about this adventure?
I think the shit's about to hit the fan, is what I
You
think.
think shit's gonna hit the fan?
I do.
I don't know anything about Durgle or Merkel or Yerkel or Merkel. I already said Merkel. And just to be clear, you don't know anything about this book we're after?
Just that I'm set to retrieve it.
you lose your inspiration.
Oh, come on. That was a joke. No, I really should lose it.
Oh, you do gain inspiration, by the way, for when you killed everything in the damn room with your
pretty damn cool.
baller-ass spell.
I only have one at a time, though. Right?
Yep, it's either on or off, essentially.
Okay.
You either have it or you don't. And give one to Mitch for being so excited and about the bag of holding. Mainly for telling you guys about it.
Yeah, right? Tell him that's why he got it, would you? I felt pretty inspired when I just see him just like, I just imagine, what's the flight of the bumblebee with like the whole books into his bag of holding? Yeah. Alright. No, I would like to thank you for giving the assistance of the Red Knight to this strange quest. She seems to be a pretty cool deity.
It seems much needed.
Have I asked you if there are other worshippers of this deity where she's from?
Not amongst the orcs. They got their asses kicked by them.
Right.
I really do.
That's right. She took out that banner because obviously they're doing something right.
Okay.
I didn't mean to talk
the
about
room.
the bag of holding.
What? Huh? So that's why you got inspiration, by the way. Because you shared what you had and you were excited about it.
Aw, my little pony.
So it's dark, even to dark vision. It's like supernaturally dark in here. There's markings on the floor, like circles and runes. They're in something that is glistening. They're created with something that looks wet. The room is fairly large. There's a doorway on the other side. There seems to be an alcove or a what you would call this, but a groove, an alcove in the back, and there's stuff there, but you haven't like stuck your head in enough to see that yet. Just tell me if you want to do that.
I would probably come back and close the door and tell
Oh,
everybody.
and it's cold.
So I tell everybody, like, hey, this room is unnaturally cold.
That one, the other one was unnaturally dark, or is this
This is the same
This is the
room.
same room? Okay.
So basically, I stuck my fellows. Upon investigation, I have found a very cold, very dark room that I cannot see into.
You can't see. Oh, good thing we have this. Pull out my flaming sword, thinking this would change things.
I am very reinvigorated by that. I forget about that often. So, would you care to lead the way?
Absolutely. I'm going to march right in there.
All right. So you open the door and you step
Tell
in.
them at the water.
I do.
Oh, there's wet stuff on the floor.
Oh, what?
It reaches up, grabs
He's
you.
like,
He touches it and turns to dust.
no, damn it!
I'm leading with my sword.
Okay,
Just
so
like,
you open the door, you see your light casts in, but the darkness seems to hate it and fight back.
what?
Like it doesn't go as far as it should, and you see the markings on the floor, and like right up front, like before you even step in, you see like they're like ritual circles and glyphs on the floor, and they look like they're written in less oxygenated blood, like the really dark, been left out too long blood, under-oxygenated, like that really dark red blood on the floor.
I just want to take the opportunity to unironically state that I am attacking the darkness.
Ha! 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 You lunge in. Ha!
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
like-
the darkness recedes every time you move forward, but it's still there. Like it is.
Okay.
Like
For
he's,
those of you
he's
that
now
don't
in
know,
this
attacking
room.
the darkness is
You
probably
should-
the neatest thing that we've done so
I
far.
attack the
I
darkness.
do attack the darkness.
So you're in the room now, and like the darkness recedes when you go forward. It's just still very oppressive. Your light is not going as far as it should.
Okay.
But now you get to see the rest. So
Then I start lighting up these.
on the left wall, coming in over there, there's like the whole thing is like an alcove, right? And then there's steps leading up to it. So it looks like it's a shrine or something like that. Now, I don't know which one to describe first, but it's probably the thing that you see that's the most shocking.
Yes.
There's a rack, a big X cross of wood, and on that rack is a dead body. Looks like it's been tortured. So it's leaned up, like it's at the top of the steps, leaned up against the wall, been tortured to death. And then there's a alcove where you could like put something, and there's a skull in there. It looks to be carved out of wood or stone with a crown on.
I would have called Nori.
Yes?
Yeah.
She's like, this looks bad.
I know. Have you seen this? I'm holding out my... I'm like stepping close. I don't want to get too close to whatever the fuck this is.
She's like...
Are you sure?
I get as close as I have to, just for she can...
And she's like, that's...
I mean, the crown, right?
Yeah, that's not good. That's a holy symbol for Velsharoon.
Oh, jeez. Not Velsharoon. Who's Velsharoon?
Right? He's dead. Well, he should be. He's the patron of necromancers and liches.
Oh, there's a god for that?
Yes. Apparently.
Well.
Make a perception with advantage.
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
Hopefully not me.
You have now discovered the other quality of your shield. All perception checks are with advantage.
Good grief! That's awesome! Well, it would be. Theoretically, that'd be awesome.
I am so happy you failed that.
He rolled a 6, and then his other roll is a
Does
7.
that mean I don't learn the effects?
No. You're sitting there talking to Nori, and the attackness darks you. The attackness darks you. No, the darkness attacks you.
Oh no! I love the shield.
It's an awesome shield. It's a sentinel shield, by the way. Since
I'm going to stick with Copper State, but yeah.
Since you've learned all of its abilities.
That's badass.
Yeah.
You have a smug look to Dorvin. How's that pearl, Dorvin
Holy
Callus? Ah!
You take 13 damage.
Oh.
Yeah, like, that ended all the fun and happiness.
Oh. No more jokes.
And
No more jokes.
your strength is reduced by 3.
No.
Yes.
Oh no.
So you
That
guys
hit really hard.
So like your guys are like standing next to Nori, like outside the room, looking in. Nori's just like in the threshold, kind of in the room, and he's kind of in the middle, like towards, well, not middle, but he's moved in a couple paces. And like you turned around and you're talking with Nori, you're talking about this, and you literally see the darkness behind him like rise up and just go, and you just see he like withers in front of you. He seems weaker, like, oh! And you see something else move closer to where you guys are.
Let's close the door and look in the other.
Let's fucking run.
Just like, shut the door. All right. Let's do some initiatives.
Natural to it.
Nah, you should close that door really fucking quick.
That door is so close. You can't. I like close it, like burn the hinges.
No. Oh my god. Fucking 10.
Grace.
Well, 10.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Isarok.
Natural 20.
Oh, I got
So
24.
I actually really like that I have
24.
advantage on these things and I'm not that
Oh,
great.
there's no bonuses for initiatives, right? It's 24.
Yeah. It's your dex.
Yeah, 24.
Gordon?
16.
Nice. Nice initiative, guys. All right, 24,
Right.
Isarok.
What did Nora get this time?
Oh, she got a 14.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Close the door so bad.
You can yell at him to get the hell out of there so you
Yeah.
can close the door.
So we decided earlier that I can light and shoot an arrow.
No.
No.
It takes an action to... If you have one prepared, you can light and shoot.
Okay, I'll keep
So
that.
you have to let me know that you have
No, that's right. I'll keep that in mind.
the soaked arrows. Or the wrapped arrows.
Fuck, I can't attack the darkness. I mean, I can. I'll attack the darkness.
And then you need to say, I cast
Shoot
magic missile.
just off of his shoulder, an arrow at what I think looks like a mass of darkness attacking.
Oh no, this is bad, guys.
So,
This is where
13.
Roll at disadvantage. Sorry.
13, sorry.
Roll 2d20, take the lower.
Oh.
So roll another d20.
7. That's definitely the lower. So 7.
Oh.
So 13.
So 7 was lower.
Yeah, so 13 is
13.
the ultimate.
You think you might hit something?
No.
Made a noise.
Well, roll some damage.
Yeah? Oh, it's a 6.
It's
Sorry.
fake damage. You think you did
Fake
damage.
of 6.
Okay.
I think I just
Your arrow,
attacked the darkness.
your arrow like goes, and then you see it like change course, like it hit something, or like it went through something, and then it smashes against the back wall and breaks. You're not recovering that arrow.
That's fine. It broke.
You got your ones back from the zombies.
I did get one of them back. I did not search. I gotta start searching for fucking arrows. Anyway.
All right. You couldn't get every one that. You shot 3 arrows at the zombies? 2? Yeah, you can get them both back.
Cool.
You shot 3.
Did you see? You get 2 of 3 back.
That's perfect.
Because you
That
shot
makes
the
more
first
sense.
one before we even did initiative. Because you were like, oh, startled by it because it was walking towards you.
I only had 2 turns for these things.
No, you.
Oh, it died. That's right. Oh, I did.
Yeah,
So I'm
you
missing
shot
one.
it. Then
Yeah,
you-
you're right.
yeah.
It is 3 arrows.
And the one that
Good.
bounced off the head
Yeah.
broke. So.
Thanks for making me lose an arrow, Dorban.
All right. So yeah. You have no way to tell if you've actually hurt this thing or
That's
not.
fine. I don't even know if it's a thing or not. I just attacked the darkness.
That's 24. So next is Dorban.
I can't believe I attacked the darkness.
I know, right? That feels so good, doesn't it?
It was fun to
like,
attack the darkness.
right off
So
the
we
bucket
think
list
that
right there.
We saw something move that's closer to
You
us.
think there's another one in there? Something. One of these entities.
Another what? I'm going to hurl some fire that direction.
Roll with disadvantage.
Cover your eyes, Grace.
By disadvantage, does the one count? As
Yes, the
like-
one counts as disadvantage.
Did you roll 1? No.
All right, so you giving you the choice again: roll on the wild magic table, or set something on fire that you might not want to set on fire.
Oh, I totally want a wild magic.
Wild magic.
All right.
Yes. Excellent.
Let's do it.
Do you want to use different dice for your wild magic? Because it's crazy and wild.
Wild and crazy kids.
Wild and crazy. No, that's a 0. So what's you 5?
5.
Beelzebub spawns in the. Oh, that's a long pause.
He's got to look something up.
I love the wild magic.
Me too.
It's
Like, the other one's cool because you can be a freaking
All right.
dragon, man. But
So you throw a firebolt that way, and it just kind of like shoots, and then does this weird like fizzy thing, and like there's tails of sparks, and it doesn't even reach its destination. It just kind of like fizzles out, and then there's this sound, and like all your ears pop, and yeah, it's like what the. Except for you, you're in the darkness room, but it seems like you hear that pop behind you.
Uh-oh.
oh no!
Great. Dungeons and Dragons is really hard.
All right, that's Dorban.
That's adorable.
Nori takes.
That's adorable.
That's Dorban. That's Nori.
Dark history.
Nori is going to
Sometimes
take
you
2
wonder.
steps forward, grab you by your. You're in a chain shirt, or you in breastplate?
I'm in chainmail.
So she grabs you by your chainmail and pulls you out of the room.
Like back into the room we were
back into the room you guys are in.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
So she...
Nori does this.
Nori does. I'm assuming you're not fighting her.
I mean, not in my weakest state, I guess.
So she pulls you out and pulls you back into the other room, and you're like, make a perception check with advantage.
I will follow her guidance. She channels strategy itself.
You're so smart.
Wow, these advantage rolls have been hilarious. That's a 10.
Okay, so you just get pulled in, and you're like next to Nori now at the door, and she's like, going, close it.
Yeah. All right. I still got a lot of strength, so yeah, no problem. But it feels wrong.
As you're getting pulled away, that one's trying to attack you one last time. You feel the coldness brush your back, but it doesn't get a grip of you. So, and you pull back. So we're going to go back to 24. Are you going to shut the door?
Yeah.
You shut the door.
But as a free action, can I look towards the pop sound?
You turn around. What is it?
I'm assuming that a helium dirigible of some small note has capsized in the room in which it was summoned.
I don't know if I can see that in this world and say that it's going to be a small note.
So this thing is sitting behind you, and it's just looking up at you. It's about your size.
Is it looking at me?
Well, now it's like you look back there, it looks up at you. That big eye just goes, blinks at you.
Could be friendly.
What in the God's name?
You pooped it out. It could be anything.
If anyone is
Oh,
curious.
you haven't showed it? Yeah.
There it is. It's like a minion.
A minion?
So
Shaped
it's
like an olive.
And it's got this little sword in its hands. And it starts looking around.
See, it's not attacking.
It's not its turn.
So you shut the door as your action, or you can use that as your move. Is there anything else you want to do?
I would probably surrender my turn and look at Dorbin and be like, "What is that? What is that?
What is that?
What? I'm gonna go make a drink. Fuck you guys."
You get 2 of those drinks.
Do you have enough soda water?
Ooh, what would you like as a mixer? Some beer? Is a mixer full? I got it.
Sounds terrible.
Vodka beer. It'd probably be okay, honestly.
All right.
So that happened.
Yep. You are next, Jordan.
Go
Around and look at this
give
thing.
your baby a hug.
Do I know what it is at all?
Make an Arcana check.
With a 13, I don't know. That's good.
Yeah, you're not too sure what this thing is. You know that it's probably extraplanar, so it's from some other plane of existence. But it doesn't look demonic. That's a good start.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, does it?
They look very friendly.
It looks kind of gnomish. I mean, it's metal plating, it's got a monocle. Like, it looks like it's mechanical.
I've heard gnomes making these little things. It's like a free action you can...
Such a terrible idea, but... Guys, damn it.
Let's put it in the bag of holding.
Just grab it.
Sorry, as much as I want to make you a vodka habanero agave sauce, there was not enough anything to make you.
That's okay.
You can dig in the fridge if you want.
Is there any more beer?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Have a beer.
Yeah, there's 2. But don't you guys want?
I'm good for now. So,
I need
what are you doing with this little guy? This little fella looking at you. That big eye.
I'm gonna say hello in Gnomish and wave.
Make a persuasion check. Let's see how nice you can be.
Oh no!
He has a hell of a charisma.
He does. He's a sorcerer.
Plus what? 8.
Okay, so it like
You said,
it
what
looks
have I
like
done there?
You're like, fuck you, and then wave your finger.
you say the thing, you wave, like ha ha ha. It's like.
Listen, if this thing's a fetish with a knife, I'm not cool with that.
Looks
I'm
at
gonna
the sword
shoot the
and
shit
goes-
out of it.
No!
And you're like, ah! And it misses you.
We talked about this before. There's that movie where there's a little thing called a fetish. It's a little tiny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the little sword. That thing's scarier than fucking Chucky is. That thing sucks.
This is very interesting. Like a little fucking
Ball
thing.
When he's stabbing people, I'm killing the fuck out of this thing.
I don't like it.
Guys, this thing isn't nice.
Guys.
Ow! Fuck that thing.
All right.
That's how it says hi.
That was 16. So next is. Oh God.
What? Nori turns into a fish and then drowns. How did that happen?
Next is Nori. She's like, pounds that thing on the head. Actually, let's see if Nori knows what this thing is. Ooh. She thinks it's from one of the planes of law. Like, she says, "Begone, machination!"
That's from Mark's old dice set.
Who? Mark?
It's Mark's old dice set.
No,
that's what I
either
know.
that or I got it from the bucket.
No, I threw a bunch in there.
So, I know I have a set like this somewhere myself, but this could have been from that since I don't have the rest of the set.
Nope.
You do, Mark?
No, he's his brother.
Oh,
It's not.
so no.
It's not the same as Mark's set. Okay.
Very similar.
Yep, she bops this thing right on the head. Would you consider a Modron a construct?
Wow. Like, yes, but also other things?
Living construct.
Yeah.
So in someone's write-up as this is a race, it is considered a construct. Is that okay for everyone?
I don't know what it is, so...
Is that like,
I mean-
for you, like, would you...
Absolutely.
All right.
I mean, that is exactly what they are. They're divine constructs.
Because Nori
Oh, if
absolutely
it's-
obliterates this thing.
Oh,
I was saying, if it's like an object that's been divinely driven, then absolutely a construct.
Yeah. It is they're mechanical objects, but they're also living, so they're both.
Yeah.
Essentially. But yeah, she has a Mesa's disruption.
Are Warforged considered constructs?
Yes, they are.
But absolutely.
Wild magic some more.
She smacks this thing on the head with that mace, and just like when she hit the scarecrows in the living armor, you see it.
Oh, really?
And that thing just goes down onto the ground.
Wow.
Pieces, parts, and the organic matter that was in between it. Like that little thing's eye just went. Everything dumps out below. All the parts and pieces land on top.
Oh,
Boink!
What are the pieces made out of?
Like, it's weird. It feels and looks like brass, but it's not brass.
Yeah, cool. You should absolutely do that.
I already did it.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me.
We actually joked about putting it in the bag when you were out.
So,
I heard he was talking about it. I'm like, oh, I come back.
I know. That's why I'm like, not
all right.
sure.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm
that's
all
3 for 3.
photo
Wild
over
magic's
here.
a lot of fun.
Okay. So that thing, like, where did that come from?
Where are these? I'm like, where did these come from? As I put to the door.
All right.
As your guide, I suggest we go through the right door.
Don't you think these things are going to follow us?
Dummy didn't come through the door. Plus, we have Dorbin.
These
Master
are
of
scary.
Dorben. Master of Dorben.
Oh, that's a good point. Dorben, go in.
Dorben, go in there. Yeah, let's go back through the right door.
Are we retreating from these shadows?
We don't know the number of them. My arrow seemed semi-effective.
You and Nori can also say that that man that was strapped up looked surprisingly like the description of Sage Tidy that was given to you.
Oh, Tidy the
We
Sage.
didn't look at the person.
Who's not a tiefling, but a halfling.
No, human.
No,
It was human?
100% human.
Who's the halfling? Oh, there's a question mark. Okay, I misunderstood that last game. Human.
I just want to steal stuff. Like every time someone's like, he looks like that guy, I'm like, oh yeah,
We're on a mission.
Well, so you sort of suggest this. I imagine Nori and I do like this,
That's
you saw the same thing, right?
That's the Sage's body in there.
We should check this. It's important that we see what's in here, but we could scout out to see what else. Maybe there's something that could help us deal with whatever the hell is in here.
Isn't this your friend? Isn't this the person we came to look for this?
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, so we came to look for it. Shouldn't we do something with the body? Should we take it
It's in the room with the shadows is the problem.
Oh, it's in the other room. Oh.
It's in the room with the shadows.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was in the room we were in. That's why I was like, we didn't even look at it.
No.
All right, cool. So then it's literally not important to me. So.
The bigger's closer to the book, whatever is going on in there.
It also successfully completes our assignment that we took from the Adventurers Guild for the Priest of Ogma.
It's true.
Damn it, we registered.
We are, yeah.
Again, remember that
Our
fire
honor,
that you
the
brought to our
honor.
attention?
Okay,
The honor of Candlekeep is on
now
this mission.
is the time for this. So, fellows, if I may, I can light a bottle of oil and throw it in there and illuminate the room with flame and see how this darkness
You really
reacts.
want to burn something. You're so excited about this.
He's one of those elves.
Yeah.
He's not hanging around trees and myth
Yeah,
Draenor. He's
Go for it.
I grew up with humans. Fuck everything, right? That's what you guys do.
I'm worried about burning any evidence.
What? Like Artie.
We should take care about those markings.
Actually, I wouldn't mind burning those.
It might be what's keeping those things kept in there.
You're right.
So don't do this.
Well, keep it around, just in case.
Is it containing them?
Otherwise, they'd be somewhere else, right?
So if we burn them, that might...
Whoops.
If we do burn the circles, then maybe that would be beneficial.
Maybe it'll banish them, but it also might release them.
Then we will kill them.
Darwin, what do you think? I want to burn the room. I'm scared. She thinks that the symbols might be containing. He sort of agrees. I just want to eliminate the darkness that seems to be attacking us. It's darkness that's attacking us. We can light it up and be done with it.
I almost vote for the fireway.
It's not a terrible idea. I think it's worth a shot.
Either which way, we want to get in there and get what we think, what you and Nora described could be the sage that we're looking for.
Yes.
So whether or not it releases these things, like,
I'll try not to hit him.
we may have to deal with them one way or another.
Absolutely. I agree. Yes, you get to burn things.
Off to the right a little bit.
So you want him to open the door first?
Yeah, that was the... Yeah.
I also blink. That's correct. Obviously, I open the door.
I also blink it. We haven't blinked this whole game.
Blink.
Oh,
it's amazing.
All right.
Uh-oh.
No.
GM silence is almost worse than like the card shuffle for.
So you open the door?
Open the door, and then so the guy's on the left, right?
Correct.
He's on the left. So throw the a flask of oil lit on fire off to the right.
There's a wall there.
Well, I know, but like
the door that you're walking into is here. The body's way over here.
So I want to. So then I want to throw the fire. I don't want this. I don't want him to get hurt. So I throw the fire maybe like right here.
Okay.
Those maps are cool.
Yeah, I really like that graph paper. I think I'm going to get another pad of those.
Yep. So you toss the fire in there.
Huzzah!
Hey!
Good fire.
What? Do you shut the door afterwards? Or do you?
No, I
That might snuff the flames.
No, I'd probably keep my eye in there. I want to see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just,
I'm going to...
you like having your head in? Or
No, like right outside.
looking in.
I don't like all these questions in this rain.
I know. It's good, but it's also scary.
Because if I blink twice, call for help.
So the oil hits and spreads and starts lighting on fire. You see it coating parts of the circle and all that stuff. It burns kind of weakly at first, but then picks up as like the fire spreads to more of the oil that spread. Again, now you get a little bit nervous because the fire is casting so many shadows. Every time the fire makes anything flicker or move in the room, you're like, is that it? Is that them? Like, because you can't really tell. But then eventually you see like the writings and stuff on the ground, like you can see them through the oil and all that, and you start to see it like blacken and break and burn up, and now
Look at this.
two shadows attack you.
That's what I get for attacking the darkness twice.
I wish I could twice.
It's in darkness. There was others. We could have gone another way, but we went this way. We went this way.
Wish
You
I
did
could-
it once.
We voted on it.
Wish I could
You did
react
vote.
for things
We
that
voted
come.
on this.
You did.
This is what we wanted to do. I'm okay
You
with it.
take 7 damage,
That's nothing.
and you lose 2 strength.
What?
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Strength. I know. It's a stat you don't use.
What?
You 2.
Yeah.
So you're at
0,
10.
-1.
No,
No,
not
the
2
bonus.
bonus. So your strength goes from 12 to 10.
Oh,
and your bonus becomes 0.
That was my bonus. I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, obviously my strength is
The other one kind of missed you, but it looks like they're now able to leave the room, and they come into this room.
Oh boy. Oh boy. You did it now, Elf.
Hey, fuck you. You look weak like I do.
Whoa, don't hurt me so hard.
Ouch. My hand hurts from slapping you.
So we're going to continue from the initiatives you had. So 24.
Okay.
It's me again.
Yep.
I mean, fuck.
Just feels like he's busting
Can I
the biggest
see
nut.
what's attacking us?
Yes, because they're in this room now.
Yeah.
You actually see them moving. You see shadows. Like, they look like...
Just this
Living
once.
shadows.
Just because I'm mad and it didn't work. I want full strength on my bow.
Okay.
Well, he's saying he's going to cancel the disadvantage he has been getting to attack these things.
So
Well,
can I remain at strength +1?
No, that's not what inspiration does. It can give you advantage on the attack, but you don't use your strength for your bow. You use your dex. So,
Oh, well then.
Oh, is that what you're trying to say?
yes.
Man, I was trying to help
Sorry.
you out, oh boy.
No, I don't know Dungeons and Dragons. It's my first Dungeons and Dragons. So, all right.
Doing fantastic.
Bow. Everyone's closest.
Okay.
Come on.
That looked really good from my angle.
No.
That does not.
Makes up noise.
Dorman.
Firebolting's fun, right? I don't have a disadvantage this time, right?
You don't have disadvantages.
Not that. 12.
No. They go.
They go.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
I know. Just.
One of them's attacking you, one of them's attacking you.
All right.
Me and him?
No, him and
Oh, okay.
Are they so they're coming out.
Yeah, they're in the
Okay,
room
cool.
now. They're in the crypt room with you guys.
Can we see them a little more clearly now?
Yeah.
You get hit.
Oh.
What's the general shape? Are they humanoid?
Yeah, they're humanoid. 9 damage.
Oh.
And you lose 1 more strength.
Oh boy, that's not fun.
You get hit.
No.
9 to 11 damage.
Oh jeez.
And you lose 1 more strength.
Oh no.
That's way worse.
You said 11 damage?
Yes.
Emergency. Oh yeah, I got choked like that. Yeah, I get it. That's how I got choked.
That's not good. Oh.
Nope.
Can we identify that there's 2?
Yes.
Or is there more?
You see that there's 2 in here. You don't know if there's more waiting in the other room, but there's 2 in here.
But I can't tell which one I hit with an arrow or if I hit one even with an arrow.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, that was them. Nori goes.
Also, I shot an arrow at one of them.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't get it back. That's why. We did this already. Sorry.
How far away is Nori from me? Because there's one on her, one on...
No,
there's one on him. How far? Oh, we're right by the door. Huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Darts.
I'll be right back.
Darts.
No.
Okay.
Are you actually being strangled, or...?
I don't know.
They're like just passing their hands through you guys.
Right.
And...
Okay.
Okay. Nori walks up to attack the one that's on you.
I feel like I get hurt a lot for.
Oh.
It's my fault. It's 100% my fault.
When she walks up, she's going to take... she's going to attack it, and then she's going to use her War Priest ability to attack it again. But she's going to use her... No, is it a bonus action to do that? It is a bonus action. Damn. She's going to attack it once. She's going to attack it once, and then she's going to use a bonus action to say, Red Knight, bless that bow! And you see this red, like the paint that is around like on her armor, and when she calls her Shield of Faith, it looks like it kind of comes off. All of a sudden, your bow has streaks of that red, like, slapped on paint over it. So she has imbued your weapon as magical.
I mean, I don't like to touch my bow, but whatever.
And she misses the shadow. All right.
As long as she doesn't miss her.
Grace.
Coloring of my bow.
Oh boy, what did that do to your bow?
I don't think you had much time to talk.
Yeah. Okay. Crap. All right. So I'm pretty hurt.
Yeah.
Is second win an action? Or is it like a...
I think it's a bonus action.
It's a bonus action? That's important right now. Sorry to make you look this up, but...
No, that's fine.
Yeah, we're in the same boat.
Yeah.
This is very bad. I'm the thief. How do I keep getting hit by stuff?
You're in the front.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at this.
Poking your head into places and...
I'm not good at this. That's
No,
first,
no. You're fine.
my first D&D.
Just need to learn to disengage.
Bonus action.
Bonus action. Okay, I'm going to use second wind.
That's actually...
to...
that's actually true. You need to learn to run away a little bit.
Jeezy Pete's. What is...
It's 1d10 plus your con.
1d10 plus con. Okay. Okay, I'll take that. That's 9 back. So that is 24. What would that be? That'd be 15 minus 15, right? From 24.
Perfect. No,
yeah.
That's much better.
Yeah. And how bad is he? I know he just got the good suck right now.
Yeah, he looks terrible.
Very
Yeah.
hurt. So hurt.
I used my bonus action to do that.
Yep.
Okay, and then so let's see. Distraction. I'm going to use a goading attack on the one that's attacking Isarok to our side. And yeah, I'm just going to just I noticed it didn't like this fire before, and so I'm just make a big sweeping chop right onto it between it and Isarok. To
Like I'm
go
scared.
in. Yeah, it looks scary. And
It looks dangerous. Here, this is.
I'd like to use my inspiration to make sure this gets off.
Just do this.
That's a
There
good
you go.
spot.
Double set. Double set.
Nice.
Next room section.
Ha!
Hey.
Okay, I'm glad I did that inspiration. Okay, 13 plus. It would be plus 2 plus 2, so 13.
17.
17.
That hits.
All right.
Yes.
So it's going to have a disadvantage to attack anybody but me.
Oh, it has to make a saving throw for that.
Oh,
for
crap.
effect.
Okay. Also do extra damage.
Let's.
I'm just glad that I'm not going to die so much.
Did it succeed?
in my games.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Whatever. It still takes another D8 of damage as well.
Yeah, just prioritize to the tech roll.
That's like a rich game. Like, you almost died. I'm like, yeah, you almost died. You almost died. You almost died. You were very close to death. I'm like,
All right.
God damn it.
We're going to do 7 plus 2, so 9 damage to it.
It doesn't seem like you do that much damage to it.
Great.
And like it feels like
Right.
It
How
feels like
could
your
I
sword
possibly
passed
know?
through.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of resistance when you hit it, but it doesn't seem to recoil. It doesn't seem to be hurt. Doesn't seem to be
Should've
trailing
rolled
any
paladins.
shadow before.
Yeah.
All right. That was Isra.
That would have been really
Or
cool if that
Grace.
worked.
So we're going back to Isra.
All right, perfect. It's on me, right?
Yep.
So I'm very mad, very scared. So rapier.
And you can use a cunning action to disengage for free. If you want to back up, then you can shoot as well. You know that your bow just got blessed.
Oh, yeah, you're a rogue. You can disengage and
You
shoot
can disengage
this.
for free, basically.
And let's fucking roll away.
Yeah.
Shoot this fucker. Yeah. So
Hey, literally, everyone
Bam!
told you.
Wow.
what is it?
Oh
It's out of the kitty
Be
doesn't
very
count
careful.
unless
It's
it's
right
a
next to
20.
the tripod.
Unless it's a 20, then we keep it.
It's not 20.
Roll it for me. You're over there. From space. It was great. I rolled myself. So
God damn. Come on, guys.
I know 17. No bonuses or anything because with too
17
many times.
hits.
17.
You notice that when you pull back the fire, that bow it has those red it looks like streaks of paint on it. They all kind of start moving almost, and the tip of your arrow goes red as you fire it. So fire away. Damage.
Six. Plus glowing damage.
6 total.
Yeah, 6 total. Plus glowing damage.
Okay, so it strikes this thing. You see it pass through, but when it comes out the other side, it is pulling tendrils of shadow with it, and you see that it kind of leaves a little bit of a hole. The shadow as a whole diminishes a bit.
Dang.
Like,
Did it add radiant to it?
no, it's magical.
Fellows, I may be able to damage
It's
these beings.
+1. Yeah, it's
Fellows, I may be able to damage these beings.
Yeah, do that!
and it seems to recoil and looks at you angrily.
Bring them towards me. I mean, away from me.
Oh, crap.
I'll shoot them away from me.
All right, that was Isharok. Then Dorbin.
Dorman's gonna throw some darts, but of the magic kind.
Okay.
Yay.
First, second, you're gonna spend sorcery to twin it.
He gets a 1. We just want to see the wild magic happen. It's been so much fun.
Some of these effects are really good, too.
It's been
Some
so
of them are
much
terrible.
fun.
Yeah, some of them really do.
You guys are having so much fun with them now. But
Yeah.
so first off, you have sorcery points you've never used.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be time to start doing some twinning spells and things like that.
I mean, these things are...
or empowered.
These things are absolutely the worst
Remind
things
me what
we've
Empower
fought
does.
so
I
far.
was looking at that and I was like,
So empowered,
Maxes, I think it's max die.
or
max...
you get to re-roll a die.
Ooh.
I can't remember which.
I'm thinking 3rd edition. And,
Yeah, it was
My
max
thing
back
is
in
that
3rd.
Yeah.
Nori and him are fine, but I'm very, very hurt.
I got
So,
you, fam. Just get
whatever,
away from
yeah.
this thing.
If you can aim,
Here we go.
just aim at mine.
Empowered.
Please.
When you roll damage for a spell, you can spend 1 sorcery point to reroll a number of damage dice up to your charisma modifier. You must use the new rolls.
What's your
+4, so he's you can roll for this. You can use empowered spell even if you have already used a different meta magic object on casting the spell. So you can twin it and then empower it.
What the fuck?
He gets his charisma modifier extra damage dice?
No.
Oh, re-roll.
He gets to
up
re-roll as many
he can
dice
just
up to his
re-roll
charisma.
until he gets the
I
right
was gonna
dice.
say
No,
that.
It just had his charisma modifier is 4, so it's like re-roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
reroll.
Oh.
No. He doesn't get to reroll like that. He gets to reroll up to 4 dice.
Oh, from a pool.
From the pool.
Oh, okay. That's still awesome.
Yeah. So you
Fireball.
have
You and I were like,
3 sorcery points. Yeah. You have 3 sorcery points. 20 cost 1 as well. So if you... Or 1 if you leave it as a first level spell. So you would shoot 6 missiles. You'd roll 6d4 plus 1 each. And then if you wanted to, you could empower it and reroll up to 4 of those dice.
how do you get a sorcery
Galen's
point
sorcerer
back?
never had that power.
No,
I've never seen him use that. That's a really cool power, though.
Hang on. How do you get a sorcery point back?
Rest.
Resting.
A long rest.
Yeah, long rests.
It's always long rest.
I think it's always long rests. Yeah.
That's okay. I want to make sure that, like, this is, like...
It's good to know.
Listen, we played Dark Suns, where I'm like... A long rest cost, like, a lot of, like...
Water.
Yeah, like water and, like...
Yeah.
Porcelain, and we had to, like... bless Wiley's middle name.
Yeah, you get all your sorcery
It
points
was
back in the
ridiculous. It was
Tug 'em
ridiculous.
off.
It was hard.
Let's just do
Dark Sun was tough.
the 20.
Yeah, I really like Dark Sun.
Keep it
I'm really
at a
bummed I couldn't
first.
join that.
All right. So that's 6 missiles. What are you putting them into? Is it all 6 into 1, 3 into 1, and 3 into the other? Actually, let me make sure you can twin into the same target. I don't know if you can. Nope, you have to do a second creature. So 3 into 1, 3 into the other.
That's fine.
I don't know if I've made my case yet, but...
Lucid Abstract!
Hey!
Hey.
He's hosting us as well. Thank you.
I'm very hurt.
Awesome.
I'm very hurt.
All right.
So these just automatically hit.
So they automatically hit. So roll 3d4 plus 1 each.
So you're shooting 6 of these Bahama Mamas?
Yep.
So the first roll will be for
The one that's
the one that's
he's attacking and that was on him.
yeah.
They're hurting me very bad.
It's a very bad touch.
Yes.
You can re-roll
Is it
these, or did you not do
Yeah,
that?
hasn't done
I
that
did
yet.
not do that.
Is it combined? Or
So it's-
with the best
They're all
stuff?
+1.
So 4, 2, and 3.
I just add it all up since they're hitting the same target.
4, 2, and 3.
That's
8.
That's 19. No. Don't listen to me.
9
7.
7. I was like, what?
4, 2, and 3
is 9.
are absolutely none.
Yeah.
That's what I
Are
said.
you a math teacher?
Not yet.
It's more like a meth
All right.
teacher right now.
Hey.
Go ahead and roll the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Much better.
So 5.
12.
Attack the darkness.
Yes. It's 12. Plus 2.
No.
Power of the finger condom.
Yeah, seriously, you're finger cut. Be
So
quiet.
the one that was on you that you hit with that arrow, you see 3 of his darts go into it and it obliterates.
Oh, yeah!
The shadow just dissipates. The 3 go to the one that's attacking, also was following you and attacking you, and it just like, and it's still there, but it's barely clinging on to its darkness.
Dwarven Nice.
Oh, sorry, I've got
Yes.
this before, but let's see.
Was it
And then he explodes.
Like, it was so close to it. I was like,
What is it? What does that mean?
nothing. It has to roll a 1.
Yeah, that's
If it's a 1, then he has to roll on the
That
chart.
chart,
Right?
yeah.
Oh man.
So, alright.
that chart's awesome.
Well, we're just
It is.
hoping for that.
It is until
No, it's obviously gonna be negative. I love being the underdog. Anything that he does that
Dwarven.
makes it hard for us
I know,
is
it's
great.
always fun, isn't it?
Great. It's great.
It's you're still engaged with it, so it's gonna go after you.
Come on.
Oh yeah, it hit you.
I need better armor, guys.
12 damage
No. Oh, gosh.
What are you talking about?
and 2 more strength.
What
Oh.
are you talking about?
Supposed to be
2
down
more
to
damage.
Dude, that's
What is
It did 12 to me, so
Yep.
I'm down to 27.
What is your actual?
34.
34. I'm at 20, so I've taken 27, so I have not much left.
He's got
And I'm down to 12
7 left.
strength.
He's got 7 left and 12 strength. 7 hit points left and 12 strength.
7 left. One guy has
Okay.
4 left.
Come at me, bro.
Nori. Okay. Alright.
One of those 4. Come at me, bro. Correct. You.
Okay.
So tired.
I'm so tired.
There's a light.
It's right there. It's away from the shadow.
I don't want to die.
No, it's a rock. No.
Go to sleep.
All right, she's swinging. She's screaming and swinging. Ah! She misses. She's going to use her War Priest ability to swing again. And she hits handedly.
It'd be weird if she did it footedly.
She did just enough to kill it.
She kills it?
Yep.
That's nice. Good job, Mary!
She's like, ah! Comes back with it, passes the mace to it.
Man.
The shadow just like...
Footedly? Go fuck yourself.
She hits it, and the shadow just...
Yeah!
off of her mace. Wow!
I'm gonna immediately...
We appreciate it for the host.
Oh, they talking? I'm gonna. So that happens. I'm gonna immediately turn to Isarok, and I'm gonna give you a little nod, like, you see that? The Red Knight is with us. We're gonna be okay. And I give you a little wink, and you heal.
Rally.
Do
Yeah.
I heal?
I heal you for 8 plus 4. I heal you for 12.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, you feel inspired by my.
No, I would probably look at you and be like, the red.
It's temporary though.
No, but the red woman though, like that would change my mind about religion. I think.
Yeah, I absolutely attribute it to the Red Knight is with us.
So battle masters have maneuvers. One of the maneuvers
Give me
is
14
rally.
back.
I gave you 12.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, it's -4. All right, cool.
So you expended one of your superiority
I did.
dice.
God damn it! Look at this.
When you so choose a friendly character who can hear you. That creature gains temporary hit points.
It's temporary.
That's fine.
Equal to the superiority die roll plus your charisma modifier.
I feel good, and I'm probably very weirded out by like with the magic.
It's a very
and the things
sincere
that-
thing I
No,
just
I'm changing religions right now. This is amazing.
Also,
This is
to
amazing.
compound on that, Nori comes up and puts her hands upon you to cure you.
It gives you real healing.
And gives you real healing.
What does she heal me for?
She is healing you for 9 hit points.
Yeah. So
It wasn't as good as my
No.
wink, but it lasts longer.
Yeah, those temporary hit points that he gave you aren't going to last very
I
long.
get it. So it's
It's good in a pinch.
But she's giving you 9 healing back. Is there any more in the fridge, or is it?
There's one more.
this is amazing.
There you go. You
Isarok is having a change. Like he's.
you
I'm
see
finding
those-
Jesus. Like this is insane.
Well, the thing is that this is not uncommon in this world. Like you've seen magic all over the place.
There are many gods.
Just want to not want to burst your bubble and you're being all cool about this, but
But to feel it
to
firsthand.
feel it firsthand is something different.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Isarok's
separate.
spent a lot of time with humans, and he's never seen anything like this. No one's ever helped him in that kind of way. He's never seen light. He's never felt healing. This is nuts. Because my temporary hit points are 9 beyond my current.
Oh yeah, that is a cool thing about temporary hit points. They do go over your
They
max.
go over your max.
Like, oh, woo.
So she when she lays she takes her hand and
Yeah.
smears it across your
No, I
wounds.
get it. Oh, so
And it's
all
a-
beyond. So then,
Yeah.
yeah, give me this shit.
I'm
I'm
and it leaves a
7
red
hit
streak,
points
and then the
above.
red streak soaks into you, and the wound is gone.
Yeah.
Ah,
When
that's
it's
sick as hell.
This is 7. Like, I feel so good. Like, you guys are making me reconsider my own religion. Right? I saw the fire. I've seen the red flame. I've felt the goodness of healing. Anyway.
I see you have this then.
Are there more darkness?
Right?
The flames are starting to die out. The room does not look like it's supernaturally dark anymore. It looks to be illuminated normally by the fire that's in
We
there.
did that shit. Did it. Dude. This guy tonight.
I know, yeah.
Fucking artillery over here.
I
For
know,
real. Holy crap.
And I will say, like, excellent strike.
Spellmaster.
I wasn't sure.
I should have healed him earlier, but I thought if we killed it...
All right. It'll take more than that to snuff the flame of the candle fang.
You guys have just made a great thief friend right now.
Oh, good.
I'm so, I can't reach that far. Holy crap. Nori and Grace and...
This guy.
Caliban?
Caliban.
Christoph.
Dorban.
Christoph, everything's fine. No, I'm just kidding. It's Dorban. Obviously, but you guys just earned yourself an elf buddy. Holy crap.
Well,
likewise. You were in the fray as well. I saw you get hit.
You are a fierce fighter, amongst other things, guide.
I've been close to death before, but not really close.
You two look
harrowing.
weakened by that. So let us go first. We have more grisly work ahead of us.
Through the right door.
She goes back into the room.
Just
with,
kidding. I'm not in charge anymore.
We'll be close.
Drag me.
She goes into the room with the fire and heads towards the body, cautiously peering around, looking for shadows. Nothing attacks her. She reaches the body.
Nori?
Were you following her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm definitely
You're like...
No, I feel the best I've ever felt. I've seen
But you also
religion.
feel weakened.
That's true, but I see religion though.
Yeah.
I'm behind her.
The
I'm
gods are real!
This bow glows with red glory.
Well, I'm not going to be the only one out of here. I follow as well.
Yeah, we're all in that room.
Just for once, I would say she's up front, I'm behind her, then you guys are behind us.
We're actually
Rather than you guys are
Just to make note, that weapon is going to stay like that for an hour. So,
Okay.
your bow is magical for an hour. +1 damage, +1 to hit.
Can he get that arrow back?
No, these unfortunately pass through and break when you're firing at the shadows.
Interesting.
So she walks up and she cuts the body down off of the rack and kind of brings it down. And she's like, "You had a scroll, right?"
Yeah.
Ooh. Did we see the scroll?
Yeah, you all saw it, but you couldn't read it.
Right. Yeah. I failed that class.
I feel that it may behoove us to speak to this tidy to find out what happened to him.
Are we able just to use the scroll? And
She can, because it's in the
I
pre-spell
don't have
list.
it for one.
She has to roll because it's above her level.
Weird.
So,
Yeah, because remember you said you didn't
Dude,
know
that's
sorcerers.
stealing lying shit.
sorcerers don't get that, but sorcerers do get cause fear.
No.
So, if you give her the scroll, she can try to read it. It's above her level, so she has to roll. So it might fail.
And is the scroll kaput?
Wasted.
Ooh, but what else are we gonna do?
Right?
There's a good. I mean, what else can? Yeah, what else? That's what we're here for. It is a valuable scroll, though, but I can't seem to find other. We want to find. I mean, at this point, my friends, it's not so much about the book anymore. Yes, that is our quest, and I know we have a commission to do this, but all this stuff with these gods of undeath, I would like to know myself what is behind all this.
I'm going to hand Nori the scroll, by the way.
You notice that above the rack in the body where it is, in that alcove, that skull. So the skull looks to be made of marble, and the crown on it does look to be gold.
Well, hello.
It's the first time in my life I've ever had to eat gold where gold is.
You're so distracted.
I am super distracted by being part of a group, being healed. I feel so good. I have 7 extra hit points.
Can I roll insight to see if I can get this off of?
Man,
You need to punch him a couple times.
No. I don't want him to go away. I just want to know if I have some books I could suggest to him.
Oh, no, there's no
He's
that.
adventuring gruesome.
I'm getting that fucking crown. I'm going to share it with everybody.
Are you fucking high?
Now, are you
high on red lights.
Are you going up there and taking the...
Oh, yeah.
So it's not... It is attached.
I'm having
it
a
is
great
part
time.
of...
No, it's get up there. It's fun.
So it's the entire skull.
Take.
Now, as Nori takes the scroll and is looking at it, and she sees you going up there, she's like, Be careful. That is a potent symbol of a very evil god.
Valsharoon, you said?
Valsharoon.
No,
And she
I
casts-
listen-ish.
Yeah, you put it in your bag, though, right?
Does he have the strength to do that? Or?
He can just tip it off.
It's
and fall
on
into
the
the bag.
wall. Man bag of holding.
Alright, she casts a spell.
Yusarok's so high on happiness right now.
And then all of a sudden, Tidy's eyes kind of, the cataract over looking eyes of death, the fog, lifts off the eyes for a second, and he goes, she killed me.
Sorry.
It's alright.
Wait, can I
shouldn't
talk
have
to you?
taken it easy. Shouldn't have taken the job anyway.
Whoa, is that thing? Is he talking? Is he
You're not
talking?
actually on drugs, man.
No, but is he talking?
Yes, he is
He's
talking.
not on drugs, because that's crazy.
Oh, that is crazy. Yes, I agree. Actually,
I feel
He's
very
just laying
good.
there
I got a bag of holding. But
This is
what the
a
fuck?
This is a spell that the scroll possesses that allows us to communicate with Are you indeed Tidy the Sage?
I am Sage Tidy. Or at least I was in life.
Hanging out with you guys.
Our condolences for your demise. We were sent to find out what happened to you.
Well, do you know?
Do you know the name Shoda?
Shoda Wizen. Yes,
Shoda
she's the necromancer that hired me. I didn't know she was a necromancer at the time. Hindsight is 20/20.
A little side, I kind of whispered to Nori, how long does this magic last?
Just minutes, so...
I'm sorry, did Doraemon
speak? What is fucking happening? I've, found religion, dead bodies are talking. This is insane. Yusarok is losing his mind right now.
Good, I shield back.
No.
Yeah, we need to get that. We need to get those temporary hit points off of him, so it doesn't feel so good.
Elves should never have this much HP.
Search for traps.
Yeah.
There are no
Do you have anything to
traps. Only traps. I'll just go pee get out of the array. Holy crap. It's too much.
What did Shoda tell you was her purpose for you?
She's deciphering some book. She even summoned two... Are they still here? The shadows?
We've dispatched them.
Terrible things. Terrible. She had them possess me. She's trying to decipher a book. It's in the language of the shadows.
I show the samples of script that we had. Can you see this? Is this that? Would this be of that same script?
Yep, that's it. Shadowvar.
Shadowvar. Oh no. Okay. Well, that's unsettling.
Sorry. It's the language of Shadowvar is how he says it.
Okay. So Shadowvarese is it?
Netherese.
Oh no! My fears confirmed.
Yep.
Would Grace know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, real quick backstory. Once the N word comes out, not that N word. Sorry.
But the good
Netherese. Netheril was a very advanced kingdom up in the north of Forgotten Realms of Faerun, continent. It was so powerful in magic, it lifted its cities off the ground so you could not attack them anymore. Then they screwed up. They got a little bit too rambunctious with their power. They attacked the wrong people. They did the wrong spell, whatever it was, and their magic collapsed. Their mythals, which is the power. All of them but one. Everyone thought the entire nation disappeared, but one city, right before it crashed, shifted itself into the plane of shadow, where it stayed for thousands of years until the point where its people got invested with shadow, became part shadow. Then they came back and rebuilt their empire. They have, in fact, just been finished, about 200 years ago. The city tried to attack Mithranor, but something happened. Something weird, and no one can explain it. But it fell out of the sky. It had conquered several of the nations around it, including parts of the Dale lands.
Sembia?
And Sebia. And it was trying to take over Cormyr. And Cormyr fought back with the rest of the Dale lands and the elves of Mithranor. But both Mithranor and the city of Shadowvar fell out of... Well, got destroyed. But the city fell out of the sky. So the Netheril are gone again? But if there's a book in Netherese and it's important to necromancers, that could probably be bad.
I look at Dorbin. Can you tell us
the
the title of this book?
I cannot. Unfortunately.
We only have a minute before he must return back to the spirit realm, I believe.
Do you have any inclination where Shota might be heading with this book now?
That's a good question. Do you have sex in the afterlife?
Yeah. I do. I think so.
I'm actually having my calligraphy set out as I'm taking notes.
Unfortunately, in my last moments, my facilities and morality failed me, and I gave up the location of Lore Master Cassure Brasshinge. He is at the Great Library in Waterdeep.
Waterdeep? Brasshinge?
Yes. If anyone would know how to translate Netherese, it would be hit. Yes, she must be going to him if she is not here. You need to go save him.
Do you know who SK is with the key? And I show him a drawing of the symbol that I wrote.
Never seen it before.
Is he wearing any rings?
No, he's wearing nothing but a robe that's bloodied and tattered.
What was the
Sorry.
Lore?
No.
Lore Master Cassure Brasshinge.
In Waterdeep, a translator who's fluent in the language of the Netherese.
He is a lore master at the Grand Library in Waterdeep.
I know where Waterdeep is.
Oh, you've been there, yep.
Everyone knows what Waterdeep is. That place is big.
It is arguably the largest or most important city in the realm. Though some people will say it's Baldur's Gate.
Lately.
That's a new thing. I feel like the information on the web is like Waterdeep is getting a resurgence to battle that idea that Baldur's Gate might be the biggest.
One of the biggest. They're still recovering because Asmodeus invaded Waterdeep a couple hundred years ago.
He's a god now, isn't he?
Who, Asmodeus?
Yeah.
But he's still.
I mean, he was the Lord of Baator, but
he's still.
He did something in the spell plague where he's like, I'm an official deity now.
Yeah, that's not. He's gotten put back into just doing that.
Thank you, previous good guys.
He did invade Waterdeep. He tried to take Waterdeep into Baator.
Oh, dang.
He failed.
Good. That's good. We can agree that's good.
Something stopped him. No one remembers what.
And a city fell out of the sky. You missed that part.
Yeah.
That happened while we were talking.
It's something the sages would know and the not sage wouldn't know.
I wouldn't have been paying attention anyway. I've been out in the back, like, looking around. Is there money in these books?
I would put forward that was an excellent use of that scroll.
Yep.
We know, so...
Seriously, that was excellent use of magic earlier.
It was.
You guys have done a pretty great job so far getting through this crypt.
There's still more of it.
We're still in the crypt.
Yeah.
How are we doing?
We got what we came here for. Do we want to continue?
Yeah, you have technically fulfilled all requirements here. You have found out that you found the sage, and you found a lead to where the book might be now. So there are obviously places to go.
Yes, that's a lot of good information. Do we want to make sure that the rest of this place is safe in case somebody sends more?
No. I can always smell money, but I can also smell blood.
Well, there's a lot of it in this room.
Ours is
It's
a
a lot
bloody
of both.
career.
It makes more sense that we retreat now with what we have, the information that you need, the money to fund us.
Yeah. And Nori says, in their weakened state, we may not want to push forth anymore.
Because he's super weak.
It's true. I feel like crap. I defer to the wisdom of the. I would defer to the wisdom of the.
Is it like a
Red
spell?
Knight.
I have to get rid of it.
No, it'll come back shortly. Well, not shortly.
Yeah, this is the second edition. This shit is permanent every time. God, you lose 3 levels permanently. That sucks.
Enervate. Oh, that spell was deadly.
It's so bad.
You lose 1d4 minus 1 levels.
Yeah.
No way.
If this would take you, if that would take you to 0 level or less, you just die.
Yep.
Let him cool with this.
Yeah, 5th edition is pretty kind of. I like it as a throwback to like 2nd edition, but it's like, but with like, I feel like I got little like arm floaties on at the same time.
That being said, why don't we go home, have a good stew? I'll buy a night at the inn.
Don't look in that door. Nori says, whispering to you as you guys are talking.
No, we should go.
Dude,
right.
If the thief says, let's get out of here, we should probably
Nori's battling, like, this is the strategic thing to do, would be to retreat now. You got everything accomplished. There's no reason to get yourselves any more battles. But, like, the orc thing in her is like,
just
trying to kill everything!
What is this more to pillage?
It's nice that she asked him and not me.
Yeah.
She's like, you want to go forward? I'm like, is there money in there? I'm like so tired. Carry me to the money.
No, as far as we know, we have eliminated the biggest threat in here anyway, so we can come back and further investigate.
How far away are we from Daggerford? Can we make it to them?
Oh, yeah. You're right outside of Daggerford. You're like an hour from the gate.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember how far we...
Like Daggerford, like the town itself is here, and this place is out in the farmlands.
Okay.
And there's lots and lots of farmlands, but it's like only an hour walk.
Let's just go get drunk. It's time to get drunk.
I actually really agree with that sentiment.
All right.
Perfect.
We've already done what anyone would write about.
This guy.
I'm gonna put just big question mark through the door.
I know. It's really clawing at the gamer in me. I really want to know, but.
All right, so you guys head back.
It's probably more rats.
That makes you laugh about what I know from this.
DM giggle. You guys, what are we at?
You head back through the main vault, through the storeroom, into the secret passageway, and you end up back in Shota Wizen's home.
Right.
Amongst the cluster of other homes, you exit that and head back to Daggerford. Nori has wrapped and is carrying the body of
Oh, she did? Okay.
Yeah. She's going to return that to...
That's awesome.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Sounds one
amongst us. I was like, we should...
Unfortunately, she doesn't have gentle repose, but...
Yeah, it's a short walk. It's like springtime, isn't it? So it's cold at night.
But the body...
What time of the
the body was in a cold room, and now it's no longer cold, and it's actually been dead for like a week, so
sure.
It's starting to...
That's a good thing it's with the orc, then.
Right.
Yeah. Nope.
Good nope.
Hey, take a look at that crown.
It is not separate from the skull. Just to let you know.
Oh, I am now remembering this detail, and I almost regret to ask, but it's been... Oh, God. Oh.
It's obviously not glowing red, but I will show you this. This is what it looks like.
Oh, that's cool as shit.
What?
No!
You can. It is not separate. The crown is not separate
from the skull. So it's like a thing. Ha. Enjoy.
Looking at it. How is it attached?
You don't know.
That's interesting.
If you want to investigate to try to get in there, but you're not really a jeweler carver.
Yeah. But we have a rock dome for this.
I gotta see a jeweler at some point very soon.
Nori says again, just to remind you all, that is a That is a symbol. It's not even a symbol. Like, that's not a holy symbol. That is a artifact or a set piece of something that is very evil. I mean, no one's going to carry this around as that around as their holy symbol. That was set up in a ritual room to summon shadows.
The best reason to sell it.
So
we can't walk around with it. We got to get rid of it.
Well, we can't just hawk it at some pot.
Why can't we hawk it?
It's a thing of evil. We would just be spreading it to unknown
reaches.
reaches.
Hang on real quick.
I'm hanging
touch it real quick.
To it.
Touch it.
You're touching it.
Get your shit together. Sell that shit. Come on.
We should take it to a temple and see if we can get it cleansed. You don't want to keep evil in this world.
So let's take it and bless it, but sell pieces later.
Perhaps we can get something, some sort of reward for returning this, to helping banish this evil from the land. But we can't just take it to a pawn shop.
We're so broke right now. We need money. Money makes adventure.
We are going to get paid for this job. We are going to make money. We're the Candle Fang.
We're not going to get paid like this. Look at this. Oh.
I would not keep touching that like that.
Are you all right?
No, it's gold. Never all right with gold.
No, I think you should hold this. Or keep it. Or
I'll pass it to her.
She's like, I don't want to touch it.
I don't know. You're getting a little column on me. I'm not sure I'm feeling it.
What, my teeth are good?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Can I get something to wrap it in?
You have a bag. So you just put it in your bag.
I close that real tight.
The temple's not going to give us the same money that other people do.
My mother's a priest. You don't know that.
I don't know your mom. Yeah.
You don't.
I know your mom very well.
You return to Daggerford. You get back into the walls. It's still daylight out, but the sun is starting to sink.
I mean, if they're not going to give me the crown, then I'm going to go to the fucking Cracked Bell and have a pint.
Well,
I want to go back to the... as well.
Like, she's going back to the Library of Ogma to complete the job.
That's right. She's carrying a corpse. Yeah.
So she's
gonna save us a table, would you?
I don't know where these
Cracked
guys are
Bell.
going.
I don't care about these guys. They're not going to give me any money.
I think
they're going to get paid. Like,
I know. We're all going to get paid. But
did he lose his temporary
so much more money.
yet?
Yes, he has lost his temporary.
His rally seems gone. He's no longer like, you have earned a friend. He's now like, fuck
now
you
he's
guys.
like, oh.
Yeah.
That's definitely what's happening.
Okay. So are you not coming with us? Are you going to save us? You're going to get us room at the Cracked Bell?
Yeah. It's room for you, the Cracked Bell.
I understand East Rock, but
No, I've already left. So yes, if his question is there a room at the Cracked Bell? There are 3 rooms at the Cracked Bell. 2 for you guys and 1 for me now. I'm very mad about that crown.
oh,
You don't know that?
Cheesy Pete's.
That's what.
Out
So
of
you guys head
character,
back
I say
to the-
Cheesy
looks
Pete's.
very
You guys-
expensive.
Yeah,
we're giving it back to the temple.
Well,
Hang on.
You guys go to the Ogma library. Nori again puts some coin in the little box and enters, carrying this body. Everyone, a lot of people, start staring at the half-orc walking in with a body. Eventually, one of the acolytes runs and gets...
let's give it... all good.
runs and gets Otto von Dunworry, who comes up and says, "Oh no, I feared the worst, and it seems to have come to fruition. That is the body of Tidy, isn't it?"
He said so himself.
The body.
Yes.
Oh, did it? This is why I'm at drinking my sorrows and I didn't listen to any of that shit.
So he motions and some acolytes take the body, and Otto motions you into a little private chamber to sit down and asks you, all of you, to sit down at a desk as he readies your payment for services rendered, and asks you what occurred, what. Do you know? Did you find the culprit? Has justice been served?
The culprit has absconded, but it happens to be one we've been chasing ourselves. Scotland. I give some. Dwarven, how much? How much? Do you happen to know the name of a lore master in Waterdeep by the name of Kaisir Brasshinge?
Oh, but of course.
How masterful is this lore master?
Well, he doesn't have that title for no reason.
So
it was bestowed upon him by the Council of Kings themselves.
Oh, jeez.
Council of Kings? Council of
Lords
Lords. The Lords Alliance. Yeah, the Lords Alliance themselves.
He's a member of the Lords Alliance?
He is a associate of the Lords Alliance. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, I solid at heart.
If you didn't have inspiration, you'd get it.
Appointed or bestowed the title?
Bestowed the title, yes. Well, so, yeah, you asked that question, but he asked if justice has been served and his killer has been slain, and you said no. Okay, and then you asked about them, about the lore master.
Yeah. We believe that he may be the next target. He might be.
He may be the next target.
Well, that is no good. No good at all. We can't let a lore master fall into danger. He must be warned. I will draft up a letter right away and send it by horse as quickly as possible. But might I, if it's not too much, of course, here's your payment for the job currently rendered. You have successfully returned Tidy to us. But can I hire you as a follow-up job to go see to the lore master's safety?
Look at Dwarven.
Excellent. I mean, it also seems that...
Not all of us are here at the moment, I imagine. Do you think...
Elf will go along.
Well, I would also like to see Tyr's justice handed out.
Absolutely.
If this killer can be found. I'll have a contract written up. You can pick it up here, or if you want, I can send it to the Adventurers Guild in Waterdeep itself.
Well, I think it'd be fine if it's sent to Waterdeep. They could be expecting us, and perhaps have a less awkward entry into the city.
Remind me, just out of character real quick. Temple of Agma is not an actual temple. It is just a library.
It is both, but yes, it's generally... They don't do the come in, worship, and sermon type thing. They're a place of knowledge, and that is how you honor Agma, is to seek knowledge.
Is this still Otto von Dunwary we're speaking with?
Yes, Otto von Dunwary. Anything else you want to ask him? He has given you payment, which is 100 gold.
Will you be here in the morning? I feel like I have so many questions, but...
I am always here.
Okay. It was a very harrowing experience we just went through to find this, and I think we should have some rest, have our minds come together, so we might have better questions for you in the morning.
Nori looks at you and kind of looks down at your backpack. And
which is why I think we should sleep on it. I look at you.
Do you speak Orc?
That's a good question. I know that came up. I don't. Racial traits languages.
No.
I don't think.
Oh, you do. It's right there.
Language.
Oh, there is. I do speak Orc. Yeah, I speak Dwarvish, Common, Orcish,
She says in Orcish. She says she doesn't even know that this friggin' priest of Agma probably knows Orcish, but she's like, the icon that represents is supposed to be dead. Maybe he knows if that is true or not.
Yes, it just doesn't feel right with the Easter Rock gone. Well, it's still in our possession, and they have no claim to it, so I suppose there's no harm to ask. Say Otto!
Say Otto! By my nibs and pots! Is that a symbol of Vesharoon?
Yes, it is, I say confidently in not horror. We found this amongst the decay of it. We wish to know more because it may be related.
Well, Vesharoon was a lord of necromancers and patron of liches, a demigod of the pantheon of death and evil, associate of Bane and the others,
So
though
it is
sometimes he was associated with Mystra. Necromancers being under her as well.
That is a school of magic. So, this sounds silly, but as far as I think we understand it, this is a dead god, but of necromancy, so...
Last I read of him, he did not survive the trials and upheavals of the past ages. But if that is here, and if you got that from where Tidy has gone, maybe he is not as dead as we think, or maybe he is trying to become resurrected.
Would you say he's associated with we found these shadowy beasts that were in the chamber with it, within dark circles with it. Now we also found some writing in Netherese, and I believe they have a history with the Shadowvar, which I'm getting some mixed signals in this.
That is very strange. Shadows are associated with necromancy, but they are not undead themselves. And the Netherese went to the plane of shadow, which is not the realm of the dead.
They are not. I did not know if they were undead or not. That's good to know.
Seems that this might be a convoluted tangle of plots you have uncovered.
It seemed as if some divine figure was orchestrating this terrible plot.
You've reached the end of the GM stories.
Yeah. I understand that this may be a symbol of something dark and twisted, but I feel it's relevant to our question. If you don't mind, I would wish to take it with us for further cross-examination.
Well, you can.
But if you... What would you suggest, though?
Could you give me a moment with it?
I don't want this. I trust the priest of Agma, yeah. But it's important, but yes, a moment.
So he calls in some acolytes, has them pick it up. He and the acolytes leave. Then he comes back about 20 minutes later and says, there are dark magics bestowed upon this visage.
It seems pretty ghastly in more ways than one.
That is the detect a curse word, yes.
So, is there a way to shield ourselves from this?
It depends on if you have already brought the curse's ire upon you. Breaking curses is not, unfortunately, in my forte. You would have to seek out a more mystical patron.
Tyr?
Tyr? Mystra would definitely...
In character. Fuck it.
I don't want to be cursed. Are we cursed? We've been touching this thing and picking its nose. And...
Curses are fickle things, but their triggers are enigmatic. It could have been just touching it, or even looking upon it, taking possession of it from where it stood. I'm going to go out into a limb and say, since this is in your possession, you're probably most likely cursed.
Well then, it should stay in my possession before it spreads to somebody else.
Yeah, don't leave it here.
Give it to me. I'm like, give it to me. Back away. He catches it.
Where are you? You're not here.
I'm nowhere near here. Being a dick. Sorry. I was like,
I didn't get rid of it though. You'd be very happy he's around. All right. Well, shit. I say.
Well, shit. I say.
Well, I'm not sure. Mr. Dorman, do you have any other questions?
What was the suggestion on dealing with that?
You need to go to a priest that's more about healing or magic that could possibly break the curse, though curse breaking is expensive.
Otto, do you know of
This is
any
crown.
such priest?
In town,
The
the priest of Mystra, the high priestess of Mystra here is, shall we say, new. Our previous priestess of Mystra,
Was killed by a curse.
no, she unfortunately has left this realm. We're not
Oh.
exactly what realm she went to, but she's not here anymore.
I say that's very cool. But, so you don't know her name. She's new, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Then you can find, Saloon might do it. There's a couple others.
I like magic gods.
So again, it won't be cheap. It is a very difficult process to break a curse.
Is Bacab a Forgotten Realms god? Is he here?
I don't think so.
I think he might be Greyhawk or some crap.
I don't think that's a god here.
Okay. This is okay.
All the listing of gods is like right here in the front. So
Oh.
be nice to know.
How about Vecna? Would Vecna help us?
No, there's no Vecna here.
Oh, there's no
That's a
Vecna here.
Greyhawk god as well.
There is no Vecna.
There is no Vecna in this house. Guys, we're having this cool talk about
There's
gods.
no whatever you said first.
Bacab.
Yep, no.
B-O-C-C-O-B.
There's no that.
There's no.
Yeah.
There's no that.
Stop asking me questions.
Whatever you
It doesn't exist.
You said no. There's no that.
Nope.
No that.
No that.
Alright.
You are looking. you are not-
Dorgan, Nori, anything else?
She has nothing else.
I believe that's it.
Ugh.
We should go get our rest in. Keep that thing
I will protect it with my life.
wrapped up
And probably
don't,
beyond. From the
don't
sound of
touch it anymore.
No, it's wrapped up. Got really cool cloth on it. Gosh, thank you for everything, Otto. We may be venturing to Waterdeep pretty soon after all.
Well, I would hope so.
Could you let my mother know that things are well enough and that we were well on our way?
Oh, yes. I'll draft a letter to her.
Thank you, sir. Librarian. Bid you a good evening, sir.
Very
Hello,
good.
All right. So you will leave the Temple of Ogma.
Yeah. Bring a cursed head and crown
Your
to the
cursed
back to the cracked bell. To
icon of
Deep in
Velsharoon,
a little deeper.
the dead power.
Man.
And back to the crack bell.
Back to the cracked bell. We don't get mugged along the way. Nobody tries to steal this thing.
Nope.
No, like,
You guys show up. I'm regaling people with the tale of
Awesome.
our current adventurer's performance.
Yep.
yeah, do it.
19
Rolled or total?
total.
Still awesome.
It's so
yeah.
awesome.
The
People are like,
what? So there's like 3 different musicians in here, and they've all gathered by you and are playing to your tale. Like they're playing background music for your.
Cool.
As you regale everyone, people are clinking beers and and then when you get to the scary and darker bits, they're like ooh on the edge of their
listen
seats.
closer.
Amberlyn is eating it up as folks are coming and refilling their.
Making a name for the candle thing.
Damn right you are.
They're like, oh, we're doing important stuff. It's the money.
I give you another rally.
Bam!
Give them a rally.
Well said! You said I'll give you that's 11 more. That's 11 Tippery Hill.
Oh!
DM shouldn't rolls.
Okay.
I just roll for it.
You can growl anytime you want in the inn and waste your superiority dice.
It's fine. Little do I know the gnolls are descending upon the inn as we speak.
We look
Skeletons.
awesome.
Yes. Undead skeleton gnolls.
I sing of our quests in the swamp, in the dungeon, in the gnomish lair with the corpulent wife.
Corpulent now.
She's
We're
bigger,
mixing
right?
adventures.
No, she was
amazing.
she was curvaceous.
Yes,
corpulent
she was.
makes more coin. I talk about our endeavors with the shadow. I explain the never-ending disgust that we feel as we fight the weirdness. Your hair wafts perfectly.
And you guys regale and then get food, and Amberlin hands you 3 of the keys that he had got for you.
Awesome.
As you walk up, like, oh, here's your key, here's your key.
I try to find my lost strength at the bottom of Tinkard's.
Eventually, after the short rest of being in the inn and drinking, you have regained all your strength, all your lost strength.
I knew it'd be down here.
Yes! Beer is the answer!
The Red Knight and beer.
Let all know that alcohol relieves.
God, that strength sapping stuff sucks.
If
Put that in that story.
Yeah, if it kills you with its strength sapping, if you reach 0 strength, you become a shadow.
Yeah.
That would have been fun. Be like,
Yeah.
I attack you.
Yeah.
Unless you're lawful good. I think it's either lawful good or evil. It might not change evil people. Non-evil. Yeah, so sorry. Non-evil humanoids
I would
become
just die.
shadows. So good people do become shadows.
Oh,
Not me.
Non-evils become shadows.
So if you're evil, it's just like, sorry, friend.
Yeah.
You just die.
No way. I guess what I'm going to do to this guy. Yeah.
Well, that means I would have been a shadow too.
Yep.
I'm like, I do what I want, and I'm also on your side.
So, Nori, after you've finished regaling the crowd and all that, will tell you a couple things. One, she gives you your share of the 100 gold pieces, so 25 gold.
No.
Unless you want to.
No.
Of that.
25 gold?
Yeah, 25 for each.
For each,
It's 100 gold for the job. She says that you guys have been hired for a follow-up job, which is to go warn the lore master that this...
Did we ask for payment? How much that would be?
You didn't ask how much it would be or negotiate.
That's going to be with...
That's going to be in the guild hall of the...
Waterdeep.
She also tells you that the skull is absolutely cursed, and the entire
skull
group
is super
is
cursed.
probably cursed. You guys are all probably cursed as well for taking it.
All of you.
Super cursed.
I bring up... No.
And getting rid of it will stop the curse.
Yeah. It probably would stop the curse, but get rid of it where... I'd say out of earshot of Isak. Right. Well, friends, I am looking for a good night's sleep. What time of day is it? Is it still...
The sun's, after getting to and from the Temple of Agma, the library, it is now night. Just turned night. Dawn's light has just faded off to the horizon.
Yeah, I'm gonna share in the regaling a bit and just, yeah, that was awesome, right? And that sucked and that was cool. But I'm looking for some good sleeping. I'm gonna be in my room.
Nora also...
your room, like you and Nori's room?
Yeah, I guess we are sharing a room, unless it's
Because you got 3, right? One for you.
One for me, and then one for everybody else. You guys share, do what?
You got 2 or 3?
3, I was not paying attention.
Okay.
So there's 3 rooms.
So
2 of them are yours, I guess.
Nori will share with you again. Doesn't matter to her.
Sure.
If you want
So
your
that
own
means
room.
you get your own
So I'll take my
room.
own
Get your
room.
own room. I'm super not ready for bed yet. I regale until I can't make any coin off anybody at all.
I'm gonna go to my room and fiddle with my pearl for a little while.
Yeah, you do.
Does my performance garner any more coins?
Throughout the night, you garner 13 gold worth of various
Holy crap!
coins because you've been at it for hours. But it's all it's all in silvers and coppers and things like that. But people are very impressed. Actually, some of that came from Amberlynn as well.
Nice.
She comped the rooms type thing.
Nice. I'm glad I asked her name. You guys all made fun of me for trying to figure that shit out.
I'll make fun of you some more. Don't worry about it.
You play around with the pearl and spend some time with it. You eventually attune to it, which is something you need to do just for certain magic items. You can only have 3 attuned magic items at a time. Those are very kind of like, they don't include weapons and come like minor things like potions and scrolls. Those are major magic. But you learn what it does is that it can return a spell slot to you up to 4th level once per day when you speak the command word.
That's awesome. Is that a pearl of
It's a
power?
pearl of power.
Nice. Who, Isaac, or you? Are you role-playing really well, or are you actually...
No, he's... I think that's what
He's like, you can't tell.
Is that even a role play?
He's been drinking a lot of vodka.
No, Isaac is fucking loaded.
Yeah.
I was like doing the math. I'm like, this is.
I actually do reassure you, like, don't worry. We still have this thing, but it's...
It'll return
Yeah,
one spell slot up to 4th level.
You founded the Candlekeep with this. I'm not going to give this out without your consent as well. Just so you know.
You're not there yet, so...
It's a very dangerous thing we have in our possession. Sleep on it. I know you're in your merriments, and I will join you for a bit before I retire. But I wish to speak to Nori before I pass out.
Once we break the curse, we're definitely selling that thing.
I will sell it for you.
We need to break the curse first.
Do we really? I mean, we can sell it. Sell it.
If we sell it,
very
we might never get out from underneath the curse.
I read a thing or two about magic. I bet if we do break the curse, the crown comes off.
Listen, these rooms and this food's not cheap. I do need to see the jeweler tomorrow about a thing.
I would like to see the bookkeeper as well. We'll do our business. We'll do our business in Daggerford tomorrow. Dorman, is there any reason you need to stay here longer?
Are we still all hanging out? I thought I was...
We're about to break it. We're kind of like making our partying. Like
this is back and forth of time of, in the evening.
We're kind of in the end now.
Yeah, just discussions previous or current.
I imagine...
Stop.
No.
Well, if you're going to a jeweler tomorrow, you said you're going where?
I want to see a bookstore. I would like a book.
Let's see a store about
I
it.
guess me and Nori will try to find this priest or priestess.
Oh, yeah.
Priest or priestess
the
of
Mistra.
Mistra, and see what we can do about this curse.
All right, I'll keep the.
If Nori's quiet.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she's
She
fine with
seems
it.
pretty prioritized about that, so...
I'll keep this thing close with me until we part ways, and probably pass it to you.
I'll need it tomorrow, so
Yeah.
But I'll pick it up in the morning.
All right, and then we'll meet. What's back here? We can discuss it in the morning over breakfast.
Yeah.
Good night, friends.
You
Good
guys get
fighting.
your plates of stew over bread again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that lovely little.
It's mysteriously on me.
All right.
Thanks, Isra.
That is this week's session. It is 12 o'clock midnight here.
That was a good lead to the midnight.
Yeah.
We did it, guys.
You guys did it. You
Done 21
cleared.
minutes, I think,
You
yeah.
cleared a quarter of the crypt. Just kidding.
I do it.
My hand slowly comes up. Listen, buddy. More than that.
I'm kidding.
I mean, you might not be. We will never know if we don't go.
If you don't go back. Yeah. But that is up to you. All right, Mitch, take us out.
As always, Wileyverse. We play D&D on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Arizona Standard Mountain Time. See you next week. Maybe if these guys show up. This guy hasn't been here like the last 3 or 4 days.
He hasn't missed a D&D game yet.
I'm just kidding. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye.